key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, Burrow. A couple of frat guys from Abilene drove out all night to see Robert Earl Keen at the K-Pig Swine and Soiree dance. They wore baseball caps and khaki pants. They wanted cigarettes, so to save a little money, they got one from this hippie that smelled kind of funny. And the next thing they knew, they were both really hungry and pretty thirsty, too. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All we need is a 10 and a 5 or a car and a key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Found a store with the sign, said their beer was coldest, so they sent in Brad, because he looked the oldest. He got a case of beer and a candy bar, walked over to where all them registers are, laid his fake ID on the countertop. The clerk looked, he turned, he looked back up, he stopped, he said, son, I'm not going to call the cops, but I'm going to have to keep this card. The guys both took it pretty hard. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Oh, how happy we would be had we only brought a better fake ID on this B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. They found this other old hippie named Sleepy John. He claimed to be the one from the Robert Earl Keen song, so they gave him all their cash. He bought them some brew. It was a beautiful day out in Santa Cruz. They were feeling so good it should have been a crime. The crowd was cool and the band was prime. They made it back up front to their seats just in time so they could sing with all their friends. They say the road goes on forever and the party never ends. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All we need is a 10 and a 5 or a car and a key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run.
Yeah. Oh, nothing says a beer run like Friday morning. Editors note you can't buy beer at a drugstore until 7 a.m. Eastern. Check local listing. I have a personal knowledge of that.
I do too.
What do you mean you can't sell the beer?
I see.
They have delivery now.
Oh, yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
I know that a certain neighbor of mine, that truck was parked there an awfully long time yesterday.
Maybe they're having a party.
You know, when your neighbor has a guy with a forklift, I don't know. Maybe it's time to cut back. I
tell you
Christy, I heard 2 doors down there having a party.
Oh, laughing and drinking? Yeah, I have too.
Okay.
Splash, I was taking a bath. There's a party going on.
What show's this?
Bob and Tom.
Oh, I haven't done that.
Did you get any of the intros in?
Hi, it's the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee,
Hello.
fresh from prison. There's Pat Godwin.
You've got Christy has her nice horizontal stripes on.
Yeah.
You know, a sexy look.
You know what the vertical stripe is, Tom?
What is that?
Vertical Horizon.
Great band.
What?
You know, the Vertical Horizon.
They were a band.
That's what that. That's what that means. The crack.
That's what that means? I've never heard that before.
You've never heard that because you just made it up.
You ask the guys in Vertical Horizon what they named their band after, and they're going to say.
All right.
Hi, Willie Griswold.
Hey, Chick.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Does that say Chicks? Oh, it says Chucks.
It's a restaurant.
Close enough. And there's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
Josh Arnold is here.
Chickster.
I am Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Formerly known as Chuck's Deluxe.
That's right. In magical years of 72 to 76. Was that 5 years?
Were you Chuck's Deluxe on the radio?
No. I was Chuck Michaels, Mikelz.
Oh, nice.
On the air for a
I
while.
thought you were Chaz Michaels.
I was Chaz for a brief ratings book, and I like Chaz. I got Chaz Chandler, the Animals, and all that. Yeah.
Chaz Elsner, comedian.
Nope.
Can play the Inagata-Vita solo on his neck.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
You ever seen that?
that was
God.
funny for about 5 minutes.
You can hit it. I can't even make a. Oh, that hurts. Jeez.
He works on the ships a lot now.
He can play the drum solo from Inagata-Vita.
On his Adam's apple?
He waxes. He hits his.
Oh.
It's really weird.
Did you get too much sleep or not enough sleep? You're in very weird place today, I feel like.
I actually got, for the first time, I got 7 hours of sleep.
Nice, good.
First time since vacation.
We should start a list of. Well, we probably can't do it now. We're still working, but I mean. list of the most sour comedians, even though they're funny on the air.
Oh,
you know,
it begins and ends with Greg Warren.
Yeah,
I mean, the guy's miserable.
What a giant prick.
Why do you do that to the nicest guy?
Because he has you all snowed. He's a bully and a jerk.
You know who else is rude? Tim Cavanaugh.
Jeez. A monster.
Yeah, his parents renamed him Dick after he turned 18.
Happy birthday to Tim Cavanaugh. We missed his birthday.
right.
Yeah.
He should have seen the mean text that he sent me. So many
really?
mean texts because we missed
You
his
can't
birthday.
say I missed it.
Hey.
By the way, Tim is doing great, and he went through a real rough health issue. He's doing fine, which is
Made
good
it up.
news.
We're going to talk to him next week.
Yeah, and a couple of other quick notes. Speaking of comedians,
I talked to him.
Pat, what are you turning into Chick, interrupting me when I'm trying to do a
Christy
plug?
asked me a question, which interrupted you, and I had to answer, which interrupted you also.
Oh, you're interrupted. How does that feel?
I guess what I'm saying is we're all sorry.
You know what? You know what? I'm not going to let you do this. If you keep us from talking to each other, this show goes to hell, okay?
But you were doing a plug, and I didn't mean
I was trying to plug Pat Godwin and Jeff Oskay tonight. No, tomorrow night, right? Pat?
Yeah.
It's your fault, Josh.
You know, this is a little confusing because often you guys do stuff in Mason City, Illinois. This is Mason City, Iowa. Big difference.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure that you go to Mason City, Iowa. Jeff Oskay, Pat Godwin, and it's tomorrow night at the Mason City Arena.
Yeah, they got to put us in an arena.
Whoa.
Right, that's great news.
They got
Okay.
a puss in an arena.
Put us
Put
in
us.
Oh,
But they do have a...
they got an arena full of puss,
Not
huh?
like it's the only one in town. Well,
What's that,
she's here. It's time for the gangbang.
What's that song in Music Man? It's all about Iowa. Dum 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 Iowa. Or
Gary,
Iowa.
Indiana?
Gary, Indiana?
No, it's about Iowa.
Gary, Indiana.
It's in Iowa.
Tom,
right?
you just saw it. You should know.
Is Music Man in Iowa parts of it? No,
No, it's in...
I thought it was on the border.
yeah. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
No, the guy is from Gary, Indiana.
Right. It's not...
It doesn't take place in Gary, Indiana. I'm sorry.
He
you got
travels. That's the whole point of the music.
You know who's in the movie? It's Buddy Hackett.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, he talks like a baby. He's a
Chapoopy,
He's a comedian. He's a
I'm flashing
treasure.
middle boys.
Can you imagine
Chapoopy.
if you saw the music manual? That Buddy Hackett sure was entertaining. Kids, let's go see him live.
Yeah.
He was alleged to have had the filthiest show, except for maybe Red Fox in Vegas. It was like really filthy. Let's see, where were we? Welcome to the show. Coming up, we have. I think we're gonna. I had an interesting idea. We have been all week long. Christy Lee has been unable to get any news in until at least like the last half hour of the show.
I don't see that changing at all today.
I thought maybe we'd let her at least do like one story early.
And my back is killing me from carrying the show all week.
I did 3 whole stories yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, here's
Yeah.
something from Music Man.
Pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little. Pick a little more.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, God, why?
My dad did this.
It's a great song.
Every time your mom spoke.
Shake it, Christy. Shake it.
Professor, her kind of woman doesn't
Are they
belong
saying
on
chick,
any
chick, 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 chick?
I like this. Then
It's kind of a rap.
Aren't they in train cars?
It's not kind of a rap.
It's kind of a rap, I think. Yeah.
Don't say that it's kind of a
That
rap.
song that was the invention of hip hop.
Yep.
Don't you think that maybe takes away
Well
from the
documented.
rich history of hip hop?
No,
You think
Meredith Wilson was right there.
White.
76 trombones.
Okay, now this is not really.
Parade.
Okay, now I want to get back to
Shut up.
What
the
news story
original
do you want to
topic.
do, Tom?
I don't want to do yet. I just wanted to give you a little
teasing
teaser. I
We
did
got trouble, Tom.
In River
right here in
City?
River City with a capital T.
No, we got trouble in Cincinnati, and that starts with C, and that stands for
Oh,
Cincinnati.
Joe Burrow's injured. That's right, and we don't know how extensively. Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow carted off the practice field. And those of you who know about the NFL, you don't want to hear this about your favorite player on your favorite team. A non-contact injury. He got up and hobbled off the field from a scramble. Well, actually, they had to cart him off. He's 26 years old, hobbled on one leg, and then went to the ground after the play near the end of afternoon.
James Conn was hobbled on one leg, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah, he was.
By Annie Wilkes.
Yeah.
Kathy Bates was not seen on the practice field.
Maybe he just twisted his ankle.
He had a bandage or a pressure
The sleeve, right?
sleeve on his calf. Not a baby cow, but his leg.
Thank you.
And he. So
All right,
he's
I
having
found it.
some- People are concerned.
What were you looking for?
We'll
More
keep you
Robert Preston?
Up to date.
Is it Music Man related?
No. The earlier topic the chick brought up, famous people named Chaz. Chaz Helsner doing
please stop.
Inagata Davida on
Don't
his
do
neck.
this.
The only other one is Chaz Bono, right?
Chaz Palminteri.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's
there's
good. I like him.
There's a good
Bronx Tale.
Give this a listen. Here we go.
No.
We have Chaz. Now, Chaz, do you want to describe the skill?
I do the drum solo to Inagata Davida with my throat.
Now, I'm going to have, I'll sort of describe what you're doing because you've got the one mic on your throat.
Right.
Okay, go ahead. That's his throat.
Yeah, that's great.
He's nailing the solo.
He is. Only child here, I bet.
You get the idea.
Yeah.
How do you sit around and decide you can do that?
You drive a lot, I think. That is.
And your penis can only take so much abuse.
Fair enough.
Well, that heals up. I guess.
Fair enough.
Well, it's bleeding, evidently, too much. So,
Gotta learn.
yeah, gotta learn.
The part, that was his throat.
Yeah. We got it.
Very unusual skill.
You got it. Angie already said it was his throat.
Okay, Christy, coming up, we'll let you do a story before we get to the depths of sports.
Not now, but
Okay.
coming up.
Also, coming up, Cap'n Crunch in the news.
Oh, okay, good.
He is a captain.
Big news about Cap'n Crunch.
You really hit the N. And
Well, it's
Cap'n.
technically spelled Cap'n, not Captain.
That's right.
But,
What? Oops, only berries? Nah, I thought that was cool.
right now, I want to remind you,
There's been a mix-up at the factory, Willie.
obviously, the summer is here. I'm not sure what percentage of this great country of ours is poaching.
You don't want
lot.
to. You don't want to spend any time in a kitchen. I can tell you that.
Well, yeah, you don't want to waste all your time this summer. You want to have some great times. That's where HelloFresh comes in because they want to give you a lot of free time and a lot of fresh food. HelloFresh does the shopping for you. They send you the kit, and you put together great meals, restaurant-quality meals. They've done the shopping. They've done the measuring. You don't have to wander around trying to find a persimmon and a pork chop and sour cream. It's all there in the kit. Fresh, that's the key, farm to table. More than 40 recipes to choose from each week. And it's not just a recipe card. You got the food right there. You put it together sometimes in as few as 10 minutes. Ingredients guaranteed to be fresh. Stuff like crunchy curried chickpea bowls or creamy dill chicken cutlets with green beans and potatoes. Willie, what do you got working over there?
Man, check out the barbecue pulled chicken tacos with creamy slaw and red onion. HelloFresh sends you 8 ingredients. Put those together in 4 easy steps. In 20 minutes, you have this delicious, colorful taco dish that you made at home with help from HelloFresh.
They've got pictures, too. So you know what you're doing, and this goes here, this goes there. It's fun. It's a great way to teach the kids how to cook. And we're talking restaurant-quality food from HelloFresh. They've got a very special offer right now. I want you to remember the number 50 because it's 50% off. And remember the number free. Is that a number? Free shipping? Are you kidding me? When's the last time you got free shipping on anything? The code is BTShow50. HelloFresh.com/BTShow50. That's HelloFresh.com/BTShow50. Every kind of food every week is offered, including vegan stuff over there and way over there, classic comfort food. Have a great summer with some great fresh ingredients at HelloFresh. HelloFresh. Facebook.com/BT Show 50. Coming up, golden retrievers in the news. My favorite doggies.
Jojo, baby sweetie.
And remember Constant Stew from history? Remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm Constant Stew. How's it going?
Is that the name of some terrible DJ?
Constant Stew?
I hope so.
We'll find out about something new.
Rock around the clock with Constant Stew.
From TikTok and some sad stuff in the news today, too.
Oh, good.
We'll get to that. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You don't say we didn't warn you.
Working for Randy from Illinois, yeah, all the way to security. My work was on point every day, but still the same old song. Long came my evaluation saying everything I did was wrong. Now I drive a compact. I should have learned a trade. I ain't got no money. I'm working for minimum wage. But still no raise. Just filed an offer to transfer. Wonder what that pays. They're gonna take me to California, gonna put me in HR. Just pay me a boatload of money, I'll escape to Pigeon Forge. Swear to God, now I drive a compact. I should have learned a trade. I ain't got no money, I'm working for minimum wage. Dick bastards took my money, so I turned sort of mean. Went from calling him a puss to breaking the vending machine. I keep doing my job, and I want Randy to know. There'll be a time when I own this company, just need my boat to be sold. Still drive a compact, but now it needs new brakes. I ain't going nowhere. I'm working for minimum wage. Minimum wage. I hate minimum wage. Minimum wage. Minimum wage. I need a raise. Minimum wage. No!
On Bob and Tom Television.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of
Loads of curvy cleavage on display.
the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Don't touch those.
Sorry. The human drama of
Loads of curvy cleavage on display.
The Bob and Tom Show. No shoes, no shirt, no talent.
When grandfather dies, life will be strange. When grandfather dies, my whole world will change. When grandfather dies, I'll scream and I'll yell, 'cause I'll be rich as hell.
And then I figured I didn't need to write anything.
Jimmy Schubert is our guest.
I'll tell you, something happened to me the other day. I was in this diner getting breakfast, and I'm looking at the menu, and I get a stick on the menu called a protein scramble, and I'm looking at it, and basically it's an egg omelet with chicken meat in it. Which is wrong. I mean, you don't take the eggs out of the chicken and then cook the chicken and put it in the eggs. Okay, that's too much chicken. I don't know who's back there cooking some kind of poultry serial killer, some barnyard strangler. That's an omelet that spans 2 generations.
That's wrong.
That's not breakfast, that's a vendetta. You know? That's like taking your hamburger and dipping it into your milk. You don't do it. It's not kosher. You got to separate some things, you know what I mean?
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
That's awful.
Awful entertaining. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
What do you got there? A gray golf shirt?
Oh, yeah, shades of gray here.
That's very nice. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
There's Josh Arnold. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. A couple quick things.
Thank you very much, is what he said.
Thank you very much.
Can't do that now. Let's see now. We'll do something else. We have...
I spoiled
once again, Mr. Godwin will be in concert tomorrow evening with our friend Jeff Oskay. And that's going to take place in Mason City, Iowa.
At an arena, right?
The Mason City Arena.
On the Grand Piano.
Who's closing that one?
We'll flip a coin.
Okay.
Okay. Now, Christy has been unable to do any news this week, pretty much. We've been concentrating on other things, primarily Sportscast. I know that Pat has prepared some music that will be applied to Christie's news stories.
Which one?
What story is it?
Well, we have a story about a guy that is part of the actors' strike, set himself on fire.
Oh.
Now, the good news is, now, I don't want you to be thinking this is one of those monks that gets in the steps and
Thick Kwong or whatever.
Dusts himself in gasoline and sets himself on fire. I don't recommend that.
A stunt performer lit himself on fire during a SAG-AFTRA rally in Georgia. WSB TV
Son of a bitch.
reports that stunt coordinator and Harrison Ford's stunt double, Mr. Mike Massa, walked across the stage with his back engulfed in flames while holding a SAG-AFTRA on strike sign. Elena Sanchez, an actress and stunt person who shared video of Massa's incendiary
Him being on fire.
protest, wrote, "We are tired of being burned by the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers."
Oh! I see.
Yeah.
It was a pun.
Right. Right.
Hey, now.
The world's most dangerous pun.
Massa later wrote on Instagram, quote, "We wanted to make a statement, and I think we did."
At first, I thought it was Jay Leno.
Boy, he had a rough 4 months, didn't he? He really did. Had a couple things.
I'm sorry, Jay.
And then
one of the nicest guys.
He
in
would
the
laugh
world.
at that.
He's one of the nicest guys ever. I didn't mean.
He'd like that joke.
And then Bobcat's at the sofa
Couch?
on fire.
Yeah,
He
sure did.
Boy, Jay, that was one moment where you saw Jay not look so nice.
He was not happy.
Bobcat was on 2 years probation or something for that.
Yeah, it's in any event, it was a stunt, obviously, to
a cunning array of stunts
to illustrate. Now,
so this man knew what he was doing.
Yes. So it was not a
self-emulation type.
Yes. Yeah. Boy, that's a rough way to go.
That's a kind way to say, lit yourself on fire.
Yeah.
That's a brutal way to go.
What are you thinking?
Oh, I don't know.
In any event, this was not some monk. Now, Pat.
Wasn't Tony Shalhoub?
No, it wasn't that monk either.
Perfect. Just checking.
You have a tribute to this?
A little tiny one, yeah.
Holding up a SAG after sign. Lit myself up on the picket line. Oh no. Flames getting higher. Ooh, I'm on fire! It's a little truffle there.
Okay, that was nice. Thank you very much, Pat. Some sad news from the world of rock and roll.
Yeah, Randy Meisner has passed away.
The original bassist for the Eagles, one of the founding members of the Eagles, Randy Meisner, has died.
And he sang and wrote Take It to the Limit. He was 77. He apparently died from complications from chronic obstructive pulmonary disease.
Who was it originally? Meisner, Fry, Henley, and
Bernie Ledden.
Bernie Ledden.
Wasn't he in Poco, too?
Was Meisner in Poco?
Yeah.
Don Felder said he was the sweetest man in the music business.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, Felder said that?
Yeah, about Randy.
And if you've seen the Eagles documentary, Randy Meisner quit the Eagles right after Hotel California. He was replaced by Timothy B. Schmidt. But
early checkout?
Felder was kicked out of the band. If you've seen the Eagles documentary,
it's amazing. It's wonderful.
Really
first of all,
Randy would get stage fright about singing "Take It to the Limit," and he and Glenn Frey would get into it, I guess, all the time.
Yeah, he had that last high note, I guess.
But yeah, man, he could sing the hell out of that song. So
he said in the documentary, it ruined on a concert day. He thinks about it all day long, hitting that note.
Oh, that sucks.
And it ate him alive. Yeah.
And he had a real sad last few years of his life. So he was very ill. So, but certainly one of the finest players and singers back in the day.
Yeah.
Randy Meisner is gone. On a different note, I want to mention something. We talked about this a little bit yesterday, and I've got a letter here, someone saying, I was sad to hear about the passing of Ron Sexton. What a talented guy and inspiration, writes Zach. We were unaware that he did the voices of Floyd and Kenny. We knew he was the voice of Donnie Baker. Always loved the phone calls when Randy would chirp in about Donnie needing to get back to work. Have a great day listening in Maple Rapids, Michigan. Also, I got this one, which is interesting, from Tim in Wisconsin. He said, I made a donation to the honor flight in memory of Ron Sexton.
Oh, how nice.
And we mentioned this yesterday. There is a program you may be familiar with. And Ron and his dad were on one of these at one point. His dad is a Vietnam veteran. And the honor flight program, they fly veterans to Washington, D.C. to see the memorials to World War II and Korea and the Vietnam War right there by, if you've been there, it's right by the Washington Monument.
The National Mall?
Very moving. In any event, these honor flights will at no cost take veterans to see these memorials. And Ron was a big fan, so Ron's widow is asking people who would like to honor Ron for his years of great comedy. If you'd like to do something, you can go. Actually, I think we have links on all of the Bob and Tom social media platforms, including our website, bobandtom.com. You can just click there and you can make a donation, or go to honorflight.org/donate if you'd like to do something in Ron's honor.
It's a great thing.
Yeah. So,
Tom, Stephen has written in. He says, good morning, all. The funniest thing I ever heard Floyd say happened a couple years ago. I believe he was talking about girls dancing on tables at a truck stop. He said she had thighs like Earl Campbell.
Oh, yeah. And he had some thighs.
I'll never forget that as long as I live, says Stephen. Yes.
That's Ron's. Ron started as a sports guy.
Yes.
And as Greg Warren noted, Eric Davis was he just loved Eric Davis, among other athletes. And he made a lot of semi-obscure references as various characters. In any event, if you get a chance and would like to do that, that would be cool. You'll find it once again at bobandtom.com, the honor flight information. Now,
thick thighs save lives, Tom.
That's right.
Oh, I didn't know that. We return now to the sports page with Chick McGee. Anything of interest?
Once again, Cincinnati Bengals quarterback, and some say I would be among those, best quarterback in the NFL right now. Joe Burrow was carted off the practice field yesterday in Cincinnati. He came up hobbling from a non-contact scramble. The 26-year-old franchise quarterback, he hobbled on one leg and then went down to the ground after the play. This was near the end of the afternoon practice. Coach Zach Taylor later said it was a calf injury. Burrow wearing a sleeve on it and came up limping already. He had a sleeve on it before he even got injured, so he's having trouble with it. Burrow still negotiating with the Bengals on a long-term contract that could make him, and probably will, one of the NFL's highest-paid players ever. And this following Justin Herbert. Somebody has to call him Herbie, right?
Yeah.
Herbie! You're my best friend, Herbie.
Love bug.
Love bug. Here comes Love Bug. Yeah, he got a big contract. So, as co-captain of the United States, you remember this a couple days ago, the U.S. women's national team, they were playing soccer against the Netherlands, and a fight broke out between co-captain Lindsey Horan and Dutch midfielder, and I have her name now.
Okay.
Danielle Van de Donk.
Van de Donk.
Van de Donk.
Donk de donk de donk.
Honky tonk, Van Donga donk.
Donka donk.
Isn't that a slang term for the buttocks?
Yeah.
Badonka donk.
Badonka donk.
Badonka donk. I don't know if it's slang in Dutchland, but V-A-N-D-E-D-O-N-K. Van de Donk. Just minutes later, she scored the tying goal for that 1-1 draw, and the United States match against the Netherlands drew 7.93 million viewers. Big-time ratings for ladies soccer, making it the largest combined English and Spanish language audience for a group stage match involving the American women.
Wow.
First USA match on Friday night against Vietnam.
Well, by the way,
had a combined 6.26 million.
When do they do the shootouts at the end of the game instead of finishing the game? What's the
tie?
A tie after. Don't they play one period and then they have a shootout? I think. Isn't that like a 20-minute?
I don't know the rules on that.
I don't either.
See, to me, that's a stupid way to. That'd be like at a baseball game after 9 innings having a home run derby.
Yeah, but the soccer doesn't.
Soccer, I don't think
they're so tired. Absolutely. I don't think it would be that good. It wouldn't be good soccer.
I think the game would be affected by how tired.
But I mean, it's like, I don't know. Well, it's tied. We're gonna go play darts to see who wins. It's just, I just think it's dumb. Sorry,
you're grasping at straws to support.
No, I think conceptually it's stupid.
It gets people find it very exciting to end the game that way.
Absolutely.
Again, I mean, it's a different sport.
Just don't shoot the ball into the net.
Would you like it if they ended a American football game?
You're doing the fur-bearing trout argument again. I'm not being sucked into this.
How many soccer games that you watched this year? How many of them have ended in?
To answer correctly,
none.
No, nil is the correct answer.
That's very good.
Would you like it if to end a football game? They had the kickers come out and to see whoever can kick a field goal from the farthest away wins.
I wouldn't mind that.
Oh, really?
But I'm old school. I wanted to do sudden death. All the games end in sudden death. They play until
no, that's unfair because, as you've seen, statistically, the team that wins the coin toss wins a disproportionate number of times. Well, I can't argue. I can't argue numbers with you.
To end the soccer games the way you want would essentially be sudden death. It would be the next team to score.
Absolutely.
But the ball. They don't have possession of the ball based on a coin flip in the beginning of the.
All right, you know what they say. If you criticize the current whatever's going on, you need to have something to replace it. What's your plan? What would you like to see soccer do?
Not be on my television.
It's very easily done.
Yeah, you change the channel. Very simple.
It happens in my household.
Yeah.
I've got here's what's going on in my compound.
Yeah, what's going on?
I've got a device that I can sit in my chair.
Yeah.
And change a channel. I can turn the set volume up and down. I can adjust the picture.
That doesn't happen yet.
No way.
It's about the size of a pack of cigarettes. I'm the whole thing. I can choose sources to put on my screen.
I want to believe you, but
oh yeah. I can change channels at a moment's
Go ahead.
notice.
Back to this.
We were talking about Danielle Van de Donk, who fought Lindsey Horan in the U.S. versus Netherlands, and that brings us to.
Like Donkey
I didn't know he talked about Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong.
Who was that?
I don't know who that is.
Oh.
It's Paul Coffin.
It is not Paul Coffin, and you owe many people an apology.
That is the honky tonk badonkadonk.
Yep, that's the name of it.
I think it's Trace Atkins.
Yeah.
Well,
yes,
so,
we're getting a thumbs up.
There's so little of Trace left. That,
Oh, yeah, he got off carbs. And
Trace.
I was going Atkins. You went Trace.
I went Trace.
Oh, he's doing there's only a trace of him left.
God, we're so funny.
I thought maybe he was going to do it. They were doing a drawing of him, but it was not an original.
More sports coming up.
Oh, the poor guy.
Including show. Hey, Otani.
Hey, Otani.
Thank you. And how big is that bologna sandwich?
I don't know. How big is it?
Oh, it's big.
About as big as this car that I'm driving.
And I have, ironically, a beef with bologna.
Don't you ever get a roll of bologna with the red on the outside and then hold it down by your penis and go, whoa, look at this. Woo! You ever do that?
You ever done that, Tom, at a luncheon?
Possibly in the luncheon.
Whenever I buy it, if I'm in the meat area, I like to to publicly hold it down there and say to the random women, mine looks just like this, but it's not quite this red. How about you?
Are there guys that it gets red?
No, I hope not. What do you mean, red?
Maybe it gets real angry.
Sunburnt.
That would be really something.
Boy, that would be painful.
Wouldn't it?
God, I got a terrible burn last week.
Not on your ween.
On your ween?
No, and on the tops of my feet.
Ooh, that's a bad place. Yeah.
What are you doing?
I've been there.
I'd protected everything, but we were on this boat all day, and I didn't. And the tops of my feet, I have these weird tan lines.
Oh gosh! Next year you're gonna have special socks for the boat.
Sandals?
That's rough.
Yeah, last night, in fact, I Googled it. I Googled sun protection socks.
Yes,
they make them. I'm going to get them. I'm going to buy some today.
You're so weird.
I think socks in general.
So what were you wearing on the boat?
UV protection.
I was wearing like beach pants and a sun protection shirt and a hat.
What shoes were you wearing?
He was
off
wearing
and on with some flip flops.
Ooh, he had on flip flops.
Beach pants and flip flops.
You can't go outside anymore. You're not allowed to. You can't go outside. The world
would have burst into flames.
He's gonna wear socks.
Where do you get that French Foreign Legion hat you have? I want to get one of those.
Yeah, somewhere I forget.
I
where
like
I got
the affectation of it.
Right now, it's quiz time once again. Christy Lee, what's your sleep number setting again?
45.
Meaning what?
Means I like a softer mattress.
Aha. Now, conversely, one Chick McGee, your sleep number setting is what?
100. I like that firm mattress, and the sleep number bed stays firm, not like a conventional mattress.
As does my new husband.
Sags.
If Goldilocks and the Three Bears, if they had a sleep number bed there, would have been a much shorter story.
Yeah.
Because at the touch of a button,
it would have been just right.
Yeah, Goldie, you can get it just right. So it's just right for everybody. Either side of the bed has its own setting. We've been going over this for a while. The sleep number bed is the best. They have perfected this particular aspect of having a mattress that is of adjustable firmness. Need I say more? The Sleep Number scientists have also come up with a bunch of other stuff that's going to make you sleep better. Things like with some of these beds, you can raise and lower the headrest on. By the way, just on half of it. If you want yours up and she wants that one down, whatever you're into, and find out what I'm talking about by visiting a Sleep Number store. These mattresses, of course, they're more than mattresses. They last longer, and you can sleep at the next level by unlocking your unique potential with a smart bed. And right now, you can save $500 on the next generation Sleep Number smart bed, and for a limited time, special financing is available. See the store for more details. Sleep Number. How do you find out about them? sleepnumber.com/BT show. Find your Sleep Number store to get all the details on getting more and better sleep. When we come back, we have a couple of interesting world records. We also have a naked guy in the news. Patty G has some music coming up for us. And we also have Captain Crunch, or should I say Cap'n Crunch, in the news. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to...
Couldn't tell you if it's recently because
doesn't work.
Cable's out. Okay,
you got to pay the bill.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. What's the phrase about it?
Well, yeah, sometimes there's more month than money.
There's more month. There's more month than money.
I tell you what, because 25th come around, we damn near started that.
No, I forget. No, these are.
Man, we've been there though. Chick,
These are the Dicky twins. Your name right?
Yeah.
And you're, what are you, Rod Dicky, and he's what is it?
I'm Dick Dicky. That's Ricky Dicky.
Ricky Dicky and Rod Dicky.
How you doing?
No, it's Ricky Dicky and Dicky.
No, Ricky Dicky and Dicky Dicky.
Yeah, I see. The Dicky brothers.
Where'd you get Ron?
No, the Dicky twins. Our great Uncle James wrote Deliverance.
Did he?
Oh, James Dicky.
That's right.
Fine.
I kept telling him, no, you need more sodomy.
Yeah, more bunghole.
Christy.
You told me I couldn't say that.
You can't.
Josh is on fire today. I'm the intellectual in the family, and he's a little bit more earthy.
We'll get back to
Health officials in
I
Canada.
can tell you how old you are just by smelling your fingers.
It's true. Try him. Tell him. Try him.
Well, you're 35.
He's usually right within 5 or 6 years.
You know something? Hey, Josh, and honest to God, it would be worth to dress you up. Get a booth at the state fair.
Yeah.
Dress you up like Ricky Dicky.
Right.
Get a booth at the state fair with a straight face. Have a sign up there. I can guess your age by smelling your fingers. and see how many people would come up and go, well, this guy can't do it. And
yes.
God,
But what happens when he's wrong? Wouldn't they be mad?
I ain't never.
Who cares?
Take his money?
As Josh puts it, you're just doing it for the viral video.
Are you going to take money from these people, or you're just doing it for free?
You say if we can't do it, we'll give you $3 or something.
Okay.
The thing about the Dicky brothers, they always have their trapper hats on.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, overalls, and they're pretty educated. They're not,
Now you wear the overalls with no underwear and no undershirt, right? Little side boob.
We ain't stupid.
Oh, can we do that next summer, please?
We can do it now. We can do it for Christmas. I got my trapper hat right here.
He got me a trapper hat for my
Are you going to model that for the camera?
I put it up on my.
I still remember when you squirted out of Mama.
Oh, jeez.
I thought you guys were twins.
He's 5 minutes.
Yeah, I remember it. I was first.
5 minutes older.
A doctor lifted me up, spanked me, turned me around so I could watch old Dicky Dick come out.
Yeah. I heard you almost dropped your dip.
That's right.
Jaw fell right to the floor.
That's what a man he is. He dipped right out of his snatcher.
I like that book, The Snatcher and the Rye.
Oh, yes, yeah.
That's quite a book. Yeah, I'm sorry. Christy, where were we?
Health officials in Canada.
What do you think? This add to it?
Could we take a picture of you in that? Because you're.
It's on
Chick's Instagram.
Josh, you need a green.
Chick McGee, if you want to go on that Instagram.
That is one stupid looking hat.
Oh, dude, trapper hats are the best.
It's so warm.
You need a green one.
I can't wait for it to get really cold.
I've got a couple.
Do you?
Yeah, I love them.
Got this snap on the bottom.
They really keep your face warm. They're amazing.
Does the front come
laughs at
down?
the wind chill.
Yes, it does.
Well, you won't have to worry about. You won't have to worry about getting a venereal disease because those are vagina repellent.
Wait a minute, I can't hear you. What? There you go.
Even better.
You tell me if this looks stupid.
What's the big flap with the fur in the front for you?
Yeah,
Are you supposed to pull it down, but then you can't see?
That's what I said.
It doesn't pull down.
That's just there for fashion, Tom.
Okay, because that does look good.
So you take this off there and it cuts
You
the line
slaughtered
all
some
off.
poor animal for that stupid thing?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's, right there. That's a vole.
And then the chinchilla's in the back.
Right,
Hey.
That's right.
Hey, you dog owners, listen up. This is something for your big sweetie. Chew Works.
Has your dog ever scarfed down one of those chew sticks without really chewing?
ChewWorks has a hold to chew, which will prevent choking and GI blockage.
When dogs can't properly hold the chew stick between their paws anymore, they tend to just swallow it.
Available in 3 sizes, mini, junior, and large. Extra large coming soon.
Their whole purpose is to provide a safer and healthier way for your dogs to chew.
ChewWorks.com.
And I go, thanks, Mean Joe.
I knew that was coming.
And he goes, what? Yeah. I'm going, oh man, that's one of my best riffs ever. Falling on his deaf Gaelic ears. Yeah.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
No matter how hard I
try. Can't keep my hands off my face.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Scott, I understand that you are a history buff. Is that it?
Friars Club roast of George Washington. I think the jokes would be great. I think some will be. George Washington's a great man, but what's with the outfit? Knee-high boots, a silky blouse? Are you the father of this country or the fairy godmother? Seriously, if we wanted to be ruled by an old queen, we wouldn't have left England. And a powdered wig? If you start looking any more queer, they're going to put your picture on the $3 bill. Hey, maybe you'd like me to introduce you to Benedict Arnold. Lord knows he'll go both ways. Speaking of flags, Betsy Ross is here tonight. What a frisky woman. Washington invited her to Mount Vernon. She was disappointed to learn it was a place.
Comedian Jeff Brown has joined us in the studio. Jeff is a resident once again of the great city of Chicago.
Us in the Midwest.
Yeah.
We know what true cold is. I was so tired of L.A. They're so vapid and shallow. Oh, geez, it's 56. Close the window. True cold is when your dog would rather take a kick in the ribs for taking a dump in the living room than going outside. That's when it's cold.
Yeah.
My coldest day ever was in Chicago. It was with a wind chill 64 below zero.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm so glad they thought of the whole wind chill thing.
Yeah. It was cold. It was damn cold.
Oh, yeah. There's certain problems.
I pooped on the rug.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, that really brings it home for me.
Bob and Tom.
Details coming up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Josh Arnold's here.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee. Hay's cheaper. No, hay's for horses. What
Yes,
did you say?
hay is for horses.
No. Hey, the guy, you walk up to the guy and you go, hey, I hear straw is cheaper.
Yeah. I'm Chick, and here's Tom.
Catskills comedian.
Was that the first joke you heard?
No. It was we were at a event, and this guy was this guy's parents. My friend Mark's parents had hired a Catskills comedian.
Good Lord!
And this guy walking around with a tux, doing
how you must have grown up.
Oh, I know, right?
It was the greatest.
You know,
Oh, sure.
And it was the era of Alan Sherman. Hello, Mutta. Hello, Fada.
I know that the Catskills comedian, they're not really around anymore, but there's a few guys that are kind of adjacent. And you have the opportunity at Harder Finley's next birthday.
Oh, yeah.
To hire the weirdest, oldest, hackiest guy. He's got a flower tie on.
I'm available.
Pat Godwin, ladies and gentlemen.
That's not what I was doing.
Pat, there are still very traditional Catskills guys out there.
Absolutely.
That do that insult humor and the quick one-liner.
Zanie's real close to that.
Yeah.
He is, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I recently saw his birthday wish to Tim Cavanaugh. He goes, Tim, you're turning 70 and you're also turning stomachs.
See, that's perfect.
Hey! I laughed for 4 minutes, I think. Way longer than I should have.
And you have the opportunity to have Bob Zaney go, Finley, you're turning 11 and you're also turning stomachs. And she just doesn't get it.
That's cool. That's kind of a fun idea. I'll have to think about that. In the meantime, we have Chick McGee at the sports desk. And have we covered everything? Is there anything else?
Well, earlier in the week, we were talking about college football names.
Names, which I love.
Names to watch coming up for the 2023 season.
And not because these are extraordinarily good players, but because they have unusual names.
They have unusual. General Booty, the coldest Crawford.
I love that one.
Mm-hmm. What is it? Shita Silla?
Yes.
It was spelled S-H-I, then I pause here, T-T-A, Silla, C-I-L-L-A, right?
What if he said, and then I pause here so I don't accidentally say
Absolutely. You know how it works.
We still have, he was at what, Boston College or Boston University?
Boston College, I believe.
Boston at last. And the plane's touching down.
Could we call the sports information director there and find out how that's correctly
Sure,
pronounced?
I'm sure you could.
Sure. Fat Watts, Rowdy Beers. My favorite from Ohio University down there at Camp OU in Athens, Parker Titsworth.
What are Parker's?
According to the doctors, about $7,000.
Jaden Muskrat plays for Auburn. You little muskrat.
I wonder if he has a girlfriend. Is there some
Muskrat Love? Is that where you're going with that, Susie?
Whoa!
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't know Chick had that in his quiver?
No, he's just in good voice this
Oh,
week.
yeah.
Chick was originally the voice of the gopher in Caddyshack, but he got strep throat when you were supposed to do it, right?
Too much, yeah. Panda Askew
That's my favorite.
is in
so
Charlotte. Mo, M-O-H, Mobility. We all remember
That
him.
is very strange.
Christy's favorite, I believe, Kool-Aid McKinstry.
I
goes
love
to
Kool-Aid.
Alabama. Storm Duck goes to Louisville, but apparently this is from one of our listeners. This week, Chick, you introduced the world to General Booty, of course, part of the athletic family from Louisiana area, known as the Shreveport Booties. However, were you aware of some of the other Booty families?
Oh, okay.
Of course, in Ohio, there's Booties growing up in Eaton, Ohio. They're known as the
Eaton Booties.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Tiny town in Utah, very tight family. They're known as the Virgin Booties.
What about in Ohio, the Dayton Booties?
Yeah.
The old,
Dayton
I
Booty.
don't know if I'm eating a girl from Dayton or dating a girl from Eaton. The old classic.
Classic.
Up north in Wisconsin, there's UP of Michigan, unincorporated communities, Spread Eagle Booties. Spread Eagle known for its water ski shows on Cosgrove Lake. Are you aware of Cosgrove Lake?
Love water ski shows.
You know, I went to see one because of Tom once.
You did?
Yes, in the Dells, in the Wisconsin Dells.
Underwhelming, was it?
You know
It
what
was
you
something.
You know what you hear most at a water ski show? Is this about over?
A lot of yawning.
You're so wrong.
They do the pyramid just like on the Go-Go's album.
That is the greatest. By the way, speaking of unusual names, I don't know if you've been following the problems in Niger. Very serious business over there, of course. The democratically elected president has been ousted. Are you anybody aware of this?
Yeah.
This guy's name is Mohammed Bazoum.
Bazoum.
Yes, Bazoum. It's kind of hard to take him seriously.
So there's a Mrs. Bazoum?
Apparently.
And the vice president, Mohammed Titsworth.
Yes,
sure. Those bumper stickers, hilarious. Bazoum and Titsworth.
Bazoum.
But it's very serious business. Anyway, Chick.
Yeah, it's awful. It's awful. I'm not sure if democracy will prevail.
Coming up,
soldiers have seized power in this country. It's terrible.
more sports, including show Hey Otani.
Hey, Otani.
And an enormous bologna sandwich. I think it's bologna sandwich weekend. Willie, you with me? Or again?
Do you have bologna in your refrigerator right now?
I do not.
I've got bologna and it has a first name.
What is it?
It's
OSCAR.
I almost said it's BOLOG.
I can make an unusual sound out of Chick in just a second if I say, do you know how to cook bologna so that it doesn't dump?
Yeah, the fork, and you put a little cross in it.
Hey, put a little cross
Think
in
of your
it.
piece of bologna as a clock, and you make a cut at 2, 3, 6, and 9, and then
It won't curl up.
I like when it curls up.
Yeah. So
I do
you like
too,
a little dome?
I like a little cup for all the cheese whiz.
A healthy lunch.
Yes.
You know when you cook a burger and it kind of has a concave thing to it? I like that. People don't like it. I like extra cheese in there. It gets more melty and fun.
Ooh, yum.
it reminds me of the first pair of boobs I saw.
Oh, yeah?
Bologna when it
What was her
bubbles
name?
up like that. They weren't overly large. They weren't small.
Wait, what names? Mommy.
Guys.
They were.
It was my mother, but. But remember, I did not breastfeed. I want that clear.
It's only really saving you from checking out.
Walking out into traffic.
By the way, today is the anniversary of the hamburger.
Oh.
If you want to do a little early today in history, when we come back, we can talk about hamburger. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
More Bob and Tom next. Got a comment? Our email is bob.
Cool. All right, we're ready for No Lights.
No lights and action. First time in cinematic history.
let's do that one more time, and then I'll get some close-ups.
Ready?
Ready.
11 years of
Mr. Soprano, you're driving down the road and a song comes on. You turn it off immediately. What song was it?
Oh, shit. Give me a second on this one. Something annoying. Well, I think there's got to be a song that just pisses, that's repetitive and annoying. Is it Baby Shark? But Baby Shark.
Hey, Mr. Soprano, a song comes on and you turn it off immediately.
Oh, the Baby Shark. I mean, it's over and over and over. It repeats itself. Creates road rage. Jesus.
A conspiracy theory that might be true.
I don't believe dinosaurs ever here. Look at the pterodactyl. I mean, if you could fly with leather wings, every hairband would have lost their lead singer during migration.
What?
It's an old joke I used to do.
No, so here's a question. Do you want to acknowledge the camera at all at any point in this video?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
I looked at it. No, I don't want to acknowledge the camera. The rock wrestler.
Something in Atlanta. Yeah, rock. Got the rock of Gibraltar.
What is it again? That's right. Yeah, Gibraltar. That's right. Yeah, that's fine. That's good though. That's perfect. Hey man, this is Donnie Baker. When I travel through Georgia, I make sure I go to my favorite part of the state, Savannah's. You think about it. The rocks from here, the Rock of Gibraltar's, and the Rock of Ages. And the fact remains, of all the landmarks here in Savannah, my favorite hits my ears, and I listen to it every day. The Rock of Savannah, and I just forgot the damn call letters. State law. I-95. I-95. Shit. Okay, I-95.
Hey, Mr. Soprano, can you do an impression of someone famous?
Oh yeah, the little prick from Fantasy Island. The plane. There it is.
That's good.
Little prick. So obscure, but
that's perfect.
I had to do something that I could go up higher.
That's right, in my wheelhouse.
Caliendo said something when I rush my Tony or go high, it sounds Asian. And it does.
Hey, Donnie, if you wore a warning label, what would it say?
Donnie Baker, the bastard maker. I'll put a baby in you. My favorite part of the United States right here in the ocean cities. There's so much to see and do, and you may not have the salt life, because if you're like me, you're diabetic. I'll do it.
Hey, Mr. Soprano, what's the worst job you ever had?
Probably bending your mom over. Jesus.
Hey. Sorry. Hey, Donnie, can you do an impression of someone famous?
Man, I used to do a bunch of them. I used to do Crocodile Hunter. I could do him. I could do a pretty good Fred Sanford's. I could do my cousin, but then our aunt called us.
There it is. That was great. That was great, man. Cool.
You finish off as a gleam in somebody's eye.
Oh, nice.
Bravo. That's perfect. Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Some like Bud, some like Schlitz, but for me,
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
It's funny how quickly, in 4 years, my wife has learned to read my nonverbal cues. Your wife, yeah,
sure.
I'm reading a newspaper, my wife can just know that I'm lonely and would much rather have a conversation about her dream kitchen.
Yeah.
Which is why I now understand why married men read the paper in the bathroom. We know our wives are going to interrupt us, but at least they have to suffer to do it. Have you ever tried to watch a ball game? Just sit and cheer. Something about that triggers something in my wife that immediately household chores have to be done right now. Immediately. So the only thing I can do to relax now is I walk around my yard with a hose. The water's not even on. I'm just walking around the yard with a hose.
That's great.
Is he working? Okay, then I can be sort of happy if I think he's working.
And the airlines, they tell you all this psychological stuff to make you feel safe. Like every time you get on a plane, they talk about the flotation seat. And they explain it to you. Like if you go down, if you crash in the ocean, then this seat will float. 2 planes out of 100 go overseas. 98 out of 100 stay right here. So if you want to make me happy, you show me a seat that's going to bounce out of a cornfield. That's what I want. They got everything just confused.
James Gregory is our guest. He's not a flyer, apparently.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Boy, better get up, get some exercise.
For full details.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Willie Griswold.
Yo.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Josh Arnold across the way.
Christy, closed circuit. I want you to do whatever makes you the happiest.
Josh, you're my only friend in here. Thank you.
Hey.
What did I do?
You called her a bitch? We all heard it.
Josh, I called you a bitch.
Oh, I thought you were looking at her.
I called Christy an old bastard is what I called her.
Oh, dirty bastard. I'm Chick McGee, and there's Tom, and I have a question.
Yes, sir.
We reconfigured the room when we were away from on vacation.
Yes.
Week before last, and I'm just noticing, do you have an extra special camera over there focusing on your face? Right here.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh, this thing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they had to redo that.
Oh, okay. Look at you.
Why is there a close-up of you?
It's not a close. They're all. It has something to do with the height of this computer monitor and the height of this new riser on the. It's way too boring to explain.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if they do this anymore, but you would walk into a pharmacy and they would be up higher than the rest of the store. That's the way Tom's area is right now. He's higher than the rest of us. And
Willie's higher than the rest of us.
Come on, man.
He's hiding behind, he says that the counter is higher than our counter.
It is, you idiot.
You have to.
I sat over there for 3 years.
Yes,
I never asked to get raised up.
You're taller than I am.
I wasn't raised up over there.
He's not.
You sit taller.
Well, it's like, yeah, but you're left-handed. What?
Well, you kind of
slouch.
Yeah,
you slouch too. No offense.
What? I'm getting so much shrapnel.
Nobody
today.
slouches.
This is why he called you a bitch.
I did not call.
I don't want you to have bad posture as an adult.
I'm the slouch king, baby.
We did reconfigure the room for technical reasons.
No, because you wanted to do it.
Where are you in the room, Tom? Once again.
Well, technically, if you imagine imagine the
I blame you.
imagine the Oval Office.
Yes.
No, I am in the let's see. I would be in the extreme. I think you're northeast corner of the room now. Ace is sort of joining me in the east. Chick is south. Willie and Christy are west, and Josh is north.
Okay, and I'm in an ice box.
That's right. And then Pat is through the glass. And by the way, Patty G is going to be in concert doing his thing with our good friend Jeff Oskay. He'll be joining us later this morning with his special report, Things We Failed to Mention News. And this week we failed to mention everything.
Yeah, we have.
We haven't really done much news all week. But Pat's going to be at the Mason City Arena with Jeff coming up. This is Saturday night. That's this Saturday night. And it's Mason City, Iowa.
It's a great show. T-U-R.
Great. Not to be confused. On a real quick serious note, if you're many of you are kind of radio friends with the late Ron Sexton. We all loved him, and Ron did the voices of Donnie and Kenny Tarmac, and Ron passed away last week. So sad. Anyway, I'm sorry, I can't get. Excuse me. There's a thing you can do you can make a donation. Ron was a big fan of the Honor Flight program, which flies great veterans to the memorials right there in the plaza by the Washington Monument. There's the World War II memorial. There's the Korean War memorial and the famous Vietnam War Memorial, the wall, yeah. Anyway, this is a great program that takes veterans to see those monuments that are in their honor, and it's called the Honor Flight Program. Ron was a big fan. He went there with his dad, who's a Vietnam veteran, and if you'd like to make a donation in Ron's name and just in honor of Ron, please. I think we have a direct link on our website at bobandtom.com, or you can just go to honorflight.org/donate. So that's something you can do. We got a lot of really nice letters about Ron and his work. There's also a number of links to various interviews and stuff. There's a terrific one with Kostaki. There's a great one with Christie, and they're linked on at bobandtom.com if you'd like to hear some of the inside stuff about Ron. Anyway.
Here's a heads up. You were talking about comedy shows out and about. Our buddy Nick Griffin is in Florida tonight and tomorrow night at Side Splitters.
Nice.
One of our favorite names for club. It says here it's from Chapel, Florida.
Is that in the Tampa area, Pat?
Yeah. Grove Boulevard, Wesley Chapel, Florida. There you go. Tonight and tomorrow night.
Nick Griffin is just a tremendous comedian.
Yes.
Many appearances on the Letterman Show, et cetera, et cetera. I highly recommend that.
Nicky. He's so fun.
You blow my mind.
Back to sports. Hey, Ohtani.
Hey, Ohtani.
Threw his first shutout in Major League Baseball in one game and hit 2 homers in the next. Yeah, he did. Helping the Angels beat the Tigers twice, as my mother would say, yesterday to sweep a 3-game series. Ohtani gave the team a scare, though. He left the second game of the doubleheader due to cramps.
Yeah, sure.
He had cramps, Tom.
Yeah. So all he did was hit 2 home runs
and
pitch a full game and
shutout. Yeah.
Yeah, and he had cramps. And what'd you do yesterday?
Man,
I had a BLT.
He had cramps, led him grimacing after hitting his 38th homer in the 4th inning.
Crazy. Is he leading?
He had Yeah,
man.
I believe he had one hitter.
They're not going to trade him, though, by the way.
Not right away. Yeah. He had a one-hitter, Willie, and struck out 8 as the Angels beat Detroit 6-0. Let's see. And, ladies and gentlemen, this could be my favorite sports story of the morning, if not the year. An enormous Lebanon bologna sandwich billed as one of the world's... Oh, I'm sorry. My apologies.
Stupid world record.
An enormous Lebanon bologna sandwich billed as one of the world's largest has been unveiled at a fair in central Pennsylvania. It's 150 feet long. The sandwich was created Tuesday night at the Lebanon Area Fair. Lebanon bologna is known for its distinct smoked and tangy flavor.
I want to make it clear. When I first saw this, I thought Lebanon bologna was like a Russian disinformation. But it's, in fact...
That's just a bunch of Lebanon bologna.
It's disinformation campaign.
Fake news, Lebanon bologna.
It's an American...
An outfit called Penn Live reports a large crew of volunteers known as the Bologna Security used 600 slices of provolone cheese, 1,200 slices of half-sweet, whatever that is. You know what half-sweet is?
I don't.
That's what it's called. And Original Seltzer's Lebanon bologna to create 900 sandwiches or 6 sandwiches per foot. Every foot-long bite sponsored $100 per foot, money donated to the Lebanon County Christian Ministries and their efforts to help people dealing with food insecurity in the Lebanon Valley.
So it's a great program. But is there a list of words that are spelled that make no sense?
Oh, like bologna? Yeah.
Yeah, like if you were trying to learn how to speak English.
Yeah, bologna.
Colonel.
Why would you put a G in there?
I always thought Colonel when I was reading Sad Comics was Colonel.
Colonel.
Bologna. Bologna? Bologna?
Do people say Bologna?
Bologna?
I would imagine foreigners dealing with us probably
like
say
Krzyzewski. Give me that one.
Krzyzewski? Yeah.
Krzyzewski starts with a K. Come on. But baloney, I've never understood how that word came out that way. Now, where are we here? Oh, we have time for one more sports story, unless you want to do some news.
No, not really.
A teenager in China. I'm sorry. A teenager in China has broken the Guinness World Record for most rope skips in 1 minute.
Oh, yeah?
This is competitive. And
jump roping?
They have world championships or well-attended.
What's he doing? They're single unders, double unders?
Yeah. Double Dutch.
This rope, this record has been in place for a decade.
Oh, and he finally broke it.
First time it's been broken in 10 years.
And aren't there swell rhymes and stuff that go off?
Yeah.
My mama told me to go out back and dig a hole. Well, how many holes did you dig? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's yes?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes, Tom. Yes.
I think on Jump Rope Radio, that's number 1. All the channels out there.
They have a lot of channels.
Yes, Sirius XM has finally lost their mind.
The jump rope charts.
I think there might be too many stations. Let's see. Rhymes while jumping rope. Is it okay if I look this up now while we're on the air?
No.
How many jumps?
16-year-old Zhu Chi earned the record with a total of 374 rope skips in 60 seconds.
Okay.
So that's 180, give or take, in 30 seconds.
Do you know the distinction between a rope skip and a rope jump?
No, what's the
I'm
difference?
sure you're going to tell
The
us.
skip doesn't have to, the rope doesn't go all the way around you? Is that the difference?
Wait a minute, hang on a second. You idiot. How would that work?
Like they also do those jumps where they switch the handles and do it like in between their legs.
It has to go all the way around you.
You asked a question. I gave you an answer. It was wrong. You can just say, you know what, Josh? Good guess. That's not it.
A normal person.
Why do we put up with this motherfucker?
Because he signs the checks.
Yeah.
With a kind
It's
heart.
almost not worth it anymore. I'll go back to Korea tomorrow.
You're suggesting that you swing the rope up to your head level and then swing it back down.
No. So you misunderstood, actually. It's the rope. You can do that thing where you whip it.
Yeah, you
like
can.
this.
Yeah.
He's right.
You just skip over.
That has nothing to do with it.
You whip it.
Well, you asked what the difference. That was just a guess.
Josh,
Tell us, Tom.
Josh, at this point, I'm not surprised you want to go to North Korea tomorrow.
What is the difference between jumping and skipping?
Cinderella dressed in yellow.
Is it 2 feet versus 1 foot?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
In other words, with the rope, the thing where you can, it looks like you're running in place up and down with your feet. As opposed to jumping up twice, isn't that the distinction?
I have no idea. Don't look at me. I'm not a jump roper.
When like in the boxing movies where the guy's spinning and both feet are going at the same time.
Yeah.
Right. That's jumping.
That sounded so derogatory.
I'm not a
One of these jump ropers out there on the street.
Have you seen those filthy jump ropers?
Have you tried to jump rope lately? It's tough.
I did. I jump roped or rope jumped in my driveway. I got 8 maybe, and I kept hitting myself. I looked like a fool.
It's hard.
Cars going past. I was embarrassed.
Josh couldn't clear the rope.
So mean.
Why are you?
I could jump rope like a summer back during football in high school, and you spend I don't know 30 seconds and you can't do anymore.
Right.
You're out of breath.
I used to when I was in high school, we had the jump rope handles that had ball bearings in them.
Oh, those are the best. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and they were just
the best. Yeah, that's a lot of half the battle. Having a good jump rope to be able to jump.
And the right height is important.
We would all collapse. Maybe Christy wouldn't, but I'd collapse.
I'd collapse.
10.
You want to step on the bottom. You want to step on the rope, and the handle should be at your shoulders. That's the perfect height for it.
Oh, really?
There you go. See that, Tom? Hear that?
So they different sizes?
They do, yeah.
I did not know that.
Cinderella, dressed in yellow, went upstairs to kiss a fella, made a mistake, and kissed a snake. How many doctors did it take? 1, 2, 3.
I remember that now. Yeah.
M-I, crooked letter I, crooked letter I, humpback I, Mississippi.
We should we should write some inappropriate jump rope.
Yes.
They already sounded inappropriate.
Yes.
Booger, eat him now. You know, I'm sorry, Josh. I
Gulp
apologize.
them down.
No.
Didn't mean to suggest that you were an idiot.
Mabel, set the table. Do it as fast as you are able. Don't forget the salt, pepper, ketchup, mustard.
Coming up, we have yet another world record, certainly. We have golden retrievers in the news, which is very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
We never got to our ghost divorce. We also have...
no, we didn't.
Nope, we still have it.
We have Captain Crunch in the news, of all things. Captain Crunch. But right now...
Oops, all berries!
Right now, I look around the room and I see Josh over there, and you've got something you want to tell me?
I've got a few things, but I'll stick with this for now.
Right.
Angie's out there. We all know it. And I can tell you what, I love it. Angie's made it easier than ever to connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well, and that is the key. Anybody can get them done. How about getting them done correctly? If you own a home, you know how much work it can take. Whether it's everyday maintenance and repairs or dream projects you have in mind, it can be hard just to know where to start. Now, all you need to do is Angie that. Find a skilled local pro who will deliver the quality and expertise you need. I've talked about some projects I've had done, trees cut down. I want to get some stack stone put on my fireplace. Well, Angie has over 20 years of home service experience. They've combined it with new tools to simplify the whole process, so you know I'm going to get it done correctly. Bring them your project online or use the Angie app. Answer only a few questions. Angie will handle the rest from start to finish. Or Angie will help you compare quotes from multiple pros and connect instantly. That means you can take care of any home project in just a few taps. Because when it comes to getting the most out of your home, you can do this when you Angie that. Download the free Angie mobile app today or visit their website. It's Angie.com, ANGI.com.
Thank you very much, Josh. And by the way, jumping rope and skipping rope is the same thing. I just wanted to torture you guys.
I think you really believed it was different.
No, it's the same thing. When we come back, we have this headline: Furry Puss Caterpillar.
Furry Puss Caterpillar.
Yeah, it's happening. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Essential Morning Radio.
Everybody, we're at the Indiana State Fair at the Dairy Bar, my favorite stop, my first stop here today because we had to get some delicious shakes. While I was waiting for Josh to get here, I noticed that I probably am skewing the median age. On an off day at the fair in the middle of the week, it's either 80 or 5.
Yeah. Either way, there are a lot of strollers. And we're eating some milkshake. Christy got the chocolate. I got the vanilla. Should we do that thing where we do the flavor kiss, and get a mix?
Oh, what do you mean? I thought you were going to do like we were married and do this.
Oh yeah. I'm now going to sell this spoon on eBay to the creepiest listener because this was in Christy's mouth.
That is so. Okay, so Josh, we're about to walk into the Midway at the Indiana State Fair, and I know we should probably ride a ride together.
I want to ride the Crazy Mouse. I want to ride the log flume.
No, I can't ride those.
Why not? Are you afraid?
Yeah. The only thing I like is the Ferris wheel.
No, that's the only thing I'm terrified of. We're not riding the Ferris wheel.
We gotta ride the Ferris wheel.
You're never going to get me on that.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh.
I genuinely do not like this. Oh my God, you hear it?
Fine.
Oh, we're stopped. We are stopped.
Look at this lovely view. We can see the Coliseum.
Oh man.
You can see the track where they, have some racing. And
I'm sure.
You can see the Midway. What a beautiful.
I can see downtown.
You can see downtown. That's right.
Oh, I can't take it. I don't know. I mean, there might be one way to relax a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
I'm not here to make you feel better. I'm just grateful that you decided to ride this with me. I don't know, maybe we're stuck up here. We haven't seen you move for a while. Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Oh, I hate the way it moves. I can't take it. I feel like we are going down.
We are. See? Now we're going back up. Very nice.
Oh. We are swaying far too much.
We are not swaying, Josh.
Ooh.
We are not. All right. Oh, we're done.
Oh, damn it.
Josh, I'm really sorry. I had no idea that that really would get to you like that. You know what I'll do? Since you did that for me, I'm going to ride one of your rides. Oh, you really like that, didn't I? Maybe I shouldn't do that. No, I don't really want... I'm backtracking. No, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean it. Since you've never been here before, Josh, we're on the shuttle.
Yeah.
This is the, powered by a tractor. If you're really into tractors and you've never been to the state fair, since I have to leave soon, you ought to go to Pioneer Village because there's a great John Deere exhibit.
Okay.
Also on the other side, the FFA has a wonderful little barn, and they've got little goats and little sheep and these really cool Indian cattle or something. And you can feed them carrots, and they're just adorable. There's also the Department of Natural Resources. You can see some pretty interesting things.
Oh, I'm going to see all of it.
And don't forget, you've got all these wonderful food vendors that we haven't even hit on. I mean, what did we get? Pork chop?
I'm not too worried about that. I think I'm going to stick with stick with most of the
We pretty much ate a lot.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with the things I can see.
Legal age.
The company told Fortune magazine it plans to expand that.
I'd like a large pizza, please. And 40 beers.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
He's over there with his guitar and his organ. There's Willie Griswold.
What's up?
Wearing a Chuck's t-shirt. Chuck's is a pub,
It's a
tavern.
bar and restaurant. They got a spotted cow on tap. They have my new favorite appetizers, soggies, which is just French bread covered in au jus and gravy.
Oh, yum.
Delicious.
If you're in Fontana, Wisconsin, you can take advantage of Chuck's. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Remember that great band Wayne Fontana and the Mindbenders?
No.
They do have a great song. Please remind me which one it is.
The Look of... No, not...
The Look of Love?
The Game of Love. The
Game of love.
See? What a great song that is.
Oh,
Do you guys,
my Lord.
The purpose of a woman is to blank a man.
Is to what a man?
Blank.
Oh.
It was filthy.
I just turned 30, and now whenever I go to a restaurant that I like, I want to buy a T-shirt from it. And I can't, if I see something that's World War II related, I have to watch it. I don't know what it is.
Those are the two things that you feel like are making you an older person?
I really think so.
I see.
Oh, it's nice.
Me on bass.
Just Wayne Fontana?
I was 11 years old.
Wayne Fontana and the Mindbenders.
Thank you.
Remember this one, Christy?
Yes, I do.
I omit the Mindbenders.
Game of love.
Don't ruin it.
They really break it down at the end of this, don't they?
They do.
Adam said to Eve, baby, you're for me. Oh, sorry.
Now back away, I don't know how big this thing gets.
First time we're doing it.
Come on, baby. Let's
take a razor and shave that thing.
Oh, right.
You smell like a barn. Barn.
This is a new song for me, but I can't imagine those are the real lyrics.
And then they go, the game of love. It really, like, they go crazy. It's kind of nuts at the end.
After they talk about shaving.
It's bound to stink. See.
Two in the pink and one in the
Okay, So Willie wears a T-shirt that says Fontana on it, and now we're doing Wayne Fontana and the Mindbenders. Okay.
My favorite, Carlos Santana and
Wayne Fontana.
Santana and Fontana.
Michelle Brandt's "Game of Love." I think that's a great song.
Oh,
yeah.
Carlos
Michelle
redid
Branch.
this? They redid that song.
No. It's a totally different song.
Oh, okay.
I say it's better than Wayne Fontana.
I think you can't get better than that. I mean, that's
totally me.
A great song. I'm sorry. Speaking of great songs,
yes.
Patty G. He's got another song for us.
I do.
Here it is now.
We talked about it in the green room.
Oh, we're going to do that one?
Christy.
I thought that was Nick's.
That was awesome.
See, there are breakdowns.
What was next?
There are breakdown dead ahead. There are breakdowns everywhere.
I thought Tom hated that story.
Tom hated the story, but Pat has a song for it. Tom hated the story so much he didn't print the story.
Oh.
So I don't have the
You
story.
don't have the story?
But
Sinead O'Connor, he told us not even to mention her.
oh, you're in trouble now.
Yeah, I was in the green room.
Like I care. Did you hear what he said to me earlier?
Yeah, I was in the green room. My dad showed me a picture of Sinead O'Connor. He ripped it up in front of me.
Oh,
pure disrespect.
And he's banned from the green room now.
Exactly.
It's going to ruin his career.
I can't, but man, that nothing compares to you, that video. Oh, my goodness. It's wonderful.
What if the Pope, and I know it's a different Pope, but what if the Pope came out today and on the balcony, he ripped a
and he'd mumble, "I win."
You guys.
That has to. If that isn't a meme yet, it should be.
Oh, my
I'm taking that to beach.
Okay, here's the story that I thought was just so boring.
Well, that's no way to set up.
No, Pat, you got an exciting song.
I don't know if I do now.
Oh, we're going to find out.
Oh, boy.
You know how delicate he is, Tom?
He's got to be driving all day tomorrow.
Yeah, well, it's
Read the story.
Are you driving with Oskay?
We might be. A lot of issues going on.
Oh, yeah, the two of you
Did you hear
are the most.
Oskay scream just now?
You're the most nervous passengers I've ever had in my car.
You drive too fast.
That's not true. And
you got tickets.
I got it was a citation. And so
I thought you were going to say like
Josh Arnold, Man of the Year.
That's right.
I thought you were going to say stop stick. I got a stop stick.
It was the rain. You were going 90.
Wait a second. I've driven with Oskay. He was a fine passenger, and I've been a passenger with Josh. You're a great driver.
Yes, thank you. But yeah, you guys are going to be nervous, so I don't know which one of you would drive.
I don't know if you realize this, but Pat is a little bit paranoid and worries too much.
I'm the worst passenger of all time.
He's pretty much the worst. You
the
can stop
absolute
there.
worst.
Yeah.
Well, Pat,
anyway,
here's the song. Okay, here's the news story, I should say. Customs officials.
Boring.
Told you, I warned you.
News fest over here.
In Texas, intercepted 18 pounds of cocaine concealed in wheels of cheese.
Oh, okay.
The agency said a pickup truck arrived at the Presidio port of entry from Mexico. Was referred for a secondary inspection. Officers located 4 wheels of cheese that had been declared by the driver.
Why wheels of cheese? Why not big blocks of cheese?
Yes.
Because then you can roll them.
Do they really roll them during transporting?
Otherwise, they'd have to have a forklift.
The good thing about the wheel is, I just realized this.
What?
You can roll them and you can stack them because they
you could stack blocks.
Yes, but you can't roll those.
Yes,
These are rollable and
You
stackable.
can pick them up with a forklift.
See, I told you this was a stupid story.
But the smell of the cheese would hide the cocaine. Is that
I
what,
guess
is that
that's what they were thinking, and they've arrested the people.
Don't you like cheese? I love
cheese.
Why wouldn't they just hide the cocaine in Parmesan cheese containers?
That would work.
Oh.
Like shakers. They kind of look similar. I can leave this morning.
No.
Hey, Tom, you have dogs. You have dogs. Christy, you have dogs.
Yes.
Do you have to pay the cheese tax when you go into the kitchen? If you get cheese, there they are.
Yep.
It's the cheese tax.
Yep.
What's going on? I hear cheese. Hello.
Smells good.
Yep.
Coming up, we have a great dog story. We've got a golden retriever
You're
convention.
ADHDing or whatever it is. Let him.
Okay, Pat, you have an exciting song about wheels of cheese. Can we go on there and guess what song it is?
Yeah, well, it was in Texas on the border.
Proud Mary.
It was in El Paso.
Wheel of cheese.
El Paso. Oh, I love this. I love this song.
Crossing the border, there in El Paso, was a truck with a load full of suspicious cheese.
Suspicious cheese.
From the cartel's barn, where the milk is churned. There's a cheese like no other, authorities have learned. A wheel of cheese that tastes kind of funny. And why the hell does it cost so much money? It's a custom-made cheese that customs have seized. Filled with cocaine from the coca plant trees. Driver on your knees. Cheese-filled cocaine profits much better. A wheel of Gouda makes lots of cheddar. But beware, my friends, of this dairy delight. It'll bind you for days and keeps you up all night.
Very good, Pat.
Yes, well worth it, Pat.
Yeah. Thank you, my
I
friend.
apologize.
Oh, you don't have
I thought it was a dumb story, but you have resurrected comedy from that thing somehow. I thought we killed it. Very, very funny. The driver of the truck was turned over to Homeland.
Okay, all right.
Very good. That was very nice. Thank you very much, Pat. Now, we have allowed Christy to do a couple of stories today.
Yeah, but Chick's not done.
We didn't finish this story.
Which one?
About a teenager in China broken the Guinness World Record for the most rope skips in 1 minute.
What's actually interesting is that, as I said earlier,
this is how we don't finish.
This record has been in place for more than a decade. You don't think that's interesting, Jeff?
No, I do. We've all been, it's been bated breath for 10 years over here. Just waiting for this record to be.
Honestly, it's not every morning, but every once a week at least.
Yeah.
Have they broken that jump rope record yet?
We all remember the great skipper of 202013. None of us can forget that.
Yes.
We were all.
It was called The Great Jumper.
Is Skipper in the Barbie movie?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Skipper.
And Pregnant Midge. Remember that? Remember when they had the Pregnant Midge? That doll was discontinued.
There's no way you're allowed to say that anymore.
Pregnant Midge. Oh, no. She's not a little
was
person.
Midge. Her name is Midge.
Let me tell you something. I don't think I've ever said this before. I was just glad to be here in the room when that happened.
Now, is Midge still seeing moose?
No,
that's
Archie.
Archie.
Right?
That's not Barbie.
You're crossing universes.
Yeah, what are you doing over there?
There's two things I don't care about at the same time.
I know, Barbie and what else?
You asked the question.
I was just trying to pretend I was interested.
16-year-old Zoe Chi.
Are we still doing this, kid?
Yes, earned the record title at 374 rope skips, 60 seconds. According to Guinness, the record had gone unbroken for a whole decade, with Daisuke Mimura of Japan previously holding the record with 348 skips way back in 2003.
But of course now he and his family are shamed, so he'll be committing harikari later this afternoon.
That's what
Is it harikari or harikari?
Harikari.
Yeah, no, they wouldn't name it after the Cubs guy.
I am really. I can't do the voice. I can't do the voice.
Holy
I'm just reading this book where this guy commits harikari.
Oh boy, that's another.
Is it
That was
Lewis and Clark?
Harikari.
Lewis and Clark?
That'd be
No, it's about the war in the Pacific, the invasion of Okinawa and the slaughter of stuff.
Yeah, that's a record.
One of the.
Will you read that before you go to bed at night? Jeez.
Yeah, one of the Japanese military guys walks out into the. He disagrees with the vote. Walks out into the plaza and
Yeah.
And lets everyone know, huh?
And reveals his own guts to him.
Yeah. Oof.
Yikes.
That's a hell of a way to go, isn't it? Ugh.
Now, is that better than the one we had earlier where the guy burns himself to death on the steps?
Well,
Nobody burned themselves to death. What do you-
Self-immolation.
Harry, that might be harder because you have to continue to go. Like you have to keep doing it.
It's gotta hurt.
When you set yourself on fire, you're just kind of at the. You can't do anything anymore.
Talk about hot though.
Certainly, it's hot.
What's the feels like temperature?
No, you'd have to. You set yourself on fire in the winter, though, right? I would think.
No, they usually do it at a place where there's no snow.
Yeah.
Why are we talking
Middle of Saigon
about this?
or whatever.
I don't know.
It is an odd topic we got ourselves.
Because
there's a lot of comedy to be mined from this.
Chick continues to do the jump rope story, which I'm sorry I gave him.
More sports coming up, including a world record from guess who?
David Rush.
David Rush.
I got it right. I should get a point.
I think I want to end this on how could we end on a happy note, I say?
How?
Do you have the golden retriever story? This is so happy.
Hundreds of golden retrievers gathered in Scotland with their owners to celebrate the breed's 155th anniversary.
Yeah, they did.
The Golden Retriever Club of Scotland said the event at someplace in Glen Affric saw participants from more than 12 countries, including the U.S., New Zealand, Italy, Japan, Romania, Australia, and Estonia.
In Glen Affric.
Chick, should we go to this next year?
The gathering marked the anniversary
People bring their dogs from all over the world.
You can take your dog?
You can take your dog.
The gathering marked the anniversary of the first Golden Retriever litter being born at the estate in 1868. Well, where'd the first two come from then?
Adam and Eve.
They crossed a couple of different breeds.
Golden Retrievers were officially recognized as a breed by Britain's The Kennel Club back in 1913.
Yes. No, have you seen the picture?
No.
There's like 500 Golden Retrievers all looking at the camera.
And they all look as stupid.
There you go.
Look, stupid as the day is long.
Look at that. Look how sweet they are.
Look,
that is a really sweet.
That one down here in the bottom right corner, not even looking at the camera.
No.
None of them looking at the camera. So, do you know how they did it?
Hey, there's Waldo.
Each of the, apparently, I guess each Golden Retriever owner, if you look carefully, they stake the dogs down.
Whoa, what? But how do they? What do you mean?
The whole thing, it takes about 30 seconds.
You mean like gigging a fish or something?
No, the dogs are on leashes, and then they just stake them down briefly because, I mean, can you imagine the hump fest that's going to ensue moments after that?
Look at all these dummies.
With good babies. Well,
that is
stupid.
That's a field full of heart.
Yeah, see, isn't that like
and hair?
Yeah.
If you think Disney World is the happiest place on earth, like not that moment.
Oh, they all think they can help. None of them can help. They're all
They all think they weigh 10 pounds.
Yes. They all wish they were in a vehicle with their head out the window. Because you know when dogs do that, they think they're flying. They don't realize that the car's involved. Oh, look, I'm flying. This is great. Wouldn't you love to be there if you go to heaven? I want it to look like that.
I want a parent trap situation to happen at that thing. I want the dogs to switch for a little while and reunite their owners.
Oh,
yeah, could be
that's
cute.
a sweet movie.
Yeah, it could be a good time.
You know, can you imagine, though, the pooper scooper guy that got that gig? Oh, there were 500 Golden Retrievers here. That's going to be a ton.
Honey, I'll be late for dinner.
Yeah, okay. Well, right now.
No brownies, by the way.
Right now. Coming up in sports, do we have any more sports, or are we mercifully done?
World record with David Rush.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a story to make Josh upset.
Yay!
About a ghost that gets divorced.
Well, that is sad.
Have we talked about the UFO thing?
No, but we have that coming up.
Okay,
too.
good. We need to get into
That's
that.
fascinating.
I know you're want to poo-poo it, but this guy's under oath, Tom.
You're part of the problem, Tom. For not
He's
doing that.
committing perjury if
so
he's
is
lying.
Charles Manson. When we come back,
They didn't swear Manson.
this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show.
Now, Donnie, I know that you're wearing a Christmassy kind of shirt, but this isn't a Christmas song next, is it?
No, this ain't a Christmas tape. This and I want one of them camel toe shirts for Angel Skinner's.
Okay.
Because it is a holidays. I'll be seeing her, not by choice, but I will be seeing her. Ain't seen her since her last intervention. I caught her cheating on me again.
Oh, no.
The first time, it's because, you know, this time of year everybody does little sweet whispers, and I was nibbling on her neck and noticed her earlobe smelled like her bare feet. Well, we never did missionary, so I bust her fair and square. But then 2 weeks ago, we get back together, and I thought it was going to be another chance. And I called her, and this time I have hard evidence because I found tonsil stones.
Really?
In her panties.
Oh, boy.
Not just 3 or 4, chick. I'm talking enough to make a decent trail mix with.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So I was like, it's been going down on you, John Coffey from the movie Green Mile. Swear to God. Remember when he had them pop rocks?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Nice
yeah.
reference.
I remember, Donnie.
Well, Donnie, so that explains exactly what this song is about.
That's what this tape's about. The first time I met her, when the love was tender and purely platonic, from Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols.
Oh my God.
Is he gonna cry?
Well, they couldn't afford air conditioning, so she never had company. Her own man worked for organs, so at least she was bug-free. At the start, sort of changed later. I miss her. I miss how even her air fresheners in the car smell like white rain. I swear to God. Her dad went to work that night now. I'll never forget it. And my pants got real tight. Looked like my zip-eyes were building a beast. She gave a sign for the bedroom. And I knew it was gonna be my night, all right. And then I porked an angel. Right between her 2 wings. And then I porked an angel. Crash. Scanners is her last name. But, see, we didn't have no rubbers. Not even a wet nap. I mean, none that I ever seen. But I saved the day. I just used her covers like a hoodie. Now she blames me for their static clean. Slow down. Let it simmer, Dusty. Just a whore named Angie. Yeah!
Hey, you dog owners, listen up. This is something for your big sweetie. Chew Works.
Has your dog ever scarfed down one of those chew sticks without really chewing?
ChewWorks has a hold to chew, which will prevent choking and GI blockage.
When dogs can't properly hold the chew stick between their paws anymore, they tend to just swallow it.
Available in 3 sizes, mini, junior, and large. Extra large coming soon.
Their whole purpose is to provide a safer and healthier...
a.m. Eastern, worldwide on bobandtom.com.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Kiwi Rogers is our guest. Kiwi, having just met you, I can just guess you're obviously an athlete of some sort.
Yeah, I work out a little bit. They have the whole thing where you pump weights and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You gotta have that cardiovascular, man.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have that cardiovascular. I was playing basketball the other day. They made me guard the worst dude on the other teams. It was a fat dude wearing thongs. Man. You know, standing on the court smoking a cigarette. You know I was in bad shape.
And you couldn't keep up with him.
I couldn't keep up with him. I got involved with that aerobics. Don't like aerobics, man. That's too much like sex.
It is.
Aerobics?
Yeah, you sweat, muscles hurt, and then you got a woman up there telling you you're not doing it right.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
You said you used to be a teacher?
Yeah, I was a PE teacher.
Gym teacher.
Gym, yeah. And I don't know, I was telling you I about drinking. I like to drink and I'd like to teach. I don't know if that's right, but yeah, it was just so hot, man. And you had to stand outside in the heat all day. And when you drink and the kid thinks you smell like, liquor and I found that I just had to lie. You have to be a really good liar to teach school because parents come in there like you guys were talking about dodgeball. This woman, I kid you not, came into me for parent-teacher conference and goes, I don't understand why Bobby doesn't do better in dodgeball. And you got to be like, because Bobby doesn't apply himself, you know. But you're thinking because Bobby throws like a little fruit. That's why. Look at his dad. It's not my fault, you know. If you wanted an athlete, marry a guy who stands up straight with a straight wrist. I can't fix that, you know. Just don't make sure he pays attention in art class because this ain't happening.
He has a great sense of color.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The Detroit Pistons, former champs of basketball. I have so many souvenirs, it's hard to list them all. I have piston pants, I have piston shorts, I have piston beer mugs, sometimes people don't even notice. I have piston ashtrays, I have piston shoes, I have piston basketballs, when I dribble they do too.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1. Hour is coming up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick McGee.
He's over there. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee with a true tale that happened to me during the commercial as if I were Tom Griswold.
All right.
Oh, okay.
And here is Tom Griswold.
Thanks again, Pat. That was a great song.
Oh, thanks, Tom.
I'm sorry I didn't. I thought the story was too boring, but you
saved it.
Yes, you did. In fact, so much so that I want you to do it again in an hour.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Christy,
unbelievable. People wonder why.
So here's
why Josh called her a bitch earlier.
Here's what happened to me, and I'm going to tell.
right.
I'm going to tell you as if I'm Tom Griswold.
Okay.
So during the commercials, you're not going to believe this. I'm in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, someone's pissed everywhere.
So far, this is every day on this show.
There's a lake in there. And I look down, and I notice there's a spider. As big as my fist running along the baseboard, and he runs up under the turd wrench. So I finish my urination, and I touch the turd wrench, and here he comes and I stepped on him, and I slipped on the floor. He was so gooey.
Oh,
really? It was an amazing, gigantic spider.
Why did you do that?
Could have killed me.
Spiders are friends.
I didn't want them running around.
Yeah, spiders are good. They get rid of the ants.
Yeah.
Have you never been bitten by a...
Oh, I've been bitten by a spider.
If I were a spider, I'd be a brown recluse.
Would you?
You'd
stay
never
in.
find me. Yep, you never find me.
I'd be a daddy long legs.
I love those.
Oh, I
Creepy
love
and weird.
those.
Oh, they're
so cute.
No, they're too spindly.
I love it. They're unnecessarily sexy.
I'd be a black widow like Mrs. Bryant.
Wait a minute, I'm kidding.
And now,
Oh, geez.
angers.
Wow, that is what and topical too. Top of mind. Let's just.
It's so unnecessarily cruel.
There was no reason.
and no laughs.
No, there were laughs somewhere out there on the highway.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Mean and unnecessary.
You don't think one person laughed at that?
No.
They laughed at your boldness, the audacity of saying something that cruel and
that's
mean.
why I'm considered a hero, an American folk hero.
You heard this? Like we did.
Yeah.
It was a real bummer, that
I
joke.
didn't get it at first, and then I got it. It made me sad.
I made you guys do work to get there.
Yes, you did.
And you didn't want to go there at all.
No.
And it was
Willie
as
had to
if
help me.
no
I
one
needed
did,
an
really.
assist.
You sort of made us come up with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Just a monster.
Why
over
are we
here.
doing the exegesis on a terrible joke?
I don't know.
Stupid.
Thank you.
You're a hero,
Need a palate cleanser.
You're a rebel.
David Rush has broken the Guinness World Record for the longest time balancing an umbrella on a finger. Now, I can balance something on my finger for quite a while.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at this, too. I can do a broomstick for a while.
How long?
As long as I want.
How long did he do it?
What's the world record, you jackass?
How long did he?
I don't know. The previous record, 3 hours, 31 minutes, 43 seconds. The new record, 3 hours, 46 minutes, 11 seconds.
What the hell did he do the whole time? Just
kidding.
I mean, come on.
Standing there.
You could have watched
Did he have to
Oppenheimer.
yeah, you could have done a lot, I guess.
Being a douche.
Well, now, there's no reason for name calling.
I mean, this is just boring. Do you have a song
Yeah.
about this, Pat?
No. This is your boy.
Yeah, David Rush is your boy.
Come on, David. Get back to the exciting stuff. You know, you're juggling chainsaws, that sort of thing.
What are you going to balance?
Chick doing?
Chick has a big stick in his hand.
Stick.
And it's in a regular
But
stick.
that's a hand.
Yeah, you're going to
That's not
drop
your
that on
finger.
Ace's head.
Do that somewhere else.
Chick's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
He looks confident.
Yeah, he's 20 seconds. Mr. Rush did it for more than 3 hours.
Oh, sorry, Ace.
Put that down.
Sorry, I almost killed him.
Is that sports? Is that sports?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's officially sports? Thank God.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what you farted for.
Microphone. Your mic's off there, Elvis.
I love that.
An alleged mistake on Captain Crunch's uniform has finally been fixed. According to Food and Wine magazine, eagle-eyed fans noticed that the gold stripes on the mascot's sleeve were below his rank. 3 stripes are reserved for the lower rank of commander, while 4 denote the rank of captain. The cereal brand has since amended the error, revealing the captain's new and more accurate look for his 60th birthday. To celebrate his official uniform promotion as well as the mascot's birthday, 60 Crunchmates gathered at San Diego Comic-Con.
Crunchmates.
Yep, dressed as Captain himself, 4 stripes and all, Josh.
Silly. Food and Wine bothered with this?
Yes.
Oh, it's fun. Remember that was the big controversy, and then people were saying that whoever is in charge of a given vessel is automatically properly referred to as the captain.
Is that right?
That's what we were told. I guess there was somewhat of a controversy.
Well, now it's been fixed.
Okay.
We can all breathe a little easier.
But they're smart because they're not promoting him. They're not doing an Elon Musk and changing Twitter to X. They've got a great brand and he's trashing it. It's not like they could have made him Admiral Crunch, but they didn't because everyone knows it's Captain Crunch or Captain Crunch. This is what I've always said about Colonel Gaddafi. He understood branding. He was in charge. He could have made himself General Gaddafi or President Gaddafi, but no, he got it.
He's dead, right? He had
yeah.
die of
But he
old
knew
age.
that the folks that read People magazine knew that he was the colonel. So, as not, Colonel Sanders.
Now, he had the 7 herbs and 11 herbs and spices. How many are there? 11?
11.
It's 23 flavors and Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, that's true.
Colonel Sanders couldn't have been promoted because that's a different type of colonel.
Why couldn't he be promoted?
Because he wasn't a military colonel.
Huh, he was stealing valor this whole time?
It was an honorary
I believe
title.
if you're honored in Kentucky, you can be you're named a colonel, I think, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know, Kentucky's a Commonwealth,
Yeah.
Chick.
Is it common law?
Yeah, people don't know that. Commonwealth.
I just heard someone get that correct on the news this morning.
We need more Kobe
The
Bryant jokes
Commonwealth
to
of
liven
Kentucky?
this up.
Yeah, they actually got it right.
So boring.
Oh, I'm sorry, Josh. Do you have any?
You know
do
what?
you have any
Just
more-
when we forgot.
Any more tragic death material by air? any more death? Any more funny death from above stuff?
Let's rank them. Top
I got a
10.
buddy Holly truck I'd like to drive.
Top 10 horrible helicopter disasters.
Vic Morrow.
Stevie Ray
That's a
Vaughan.
bad one.
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
During that movie they were making.
That was Vic Morrow.
Twilight Zone.
That's okay.
Bill Graham. The list goes on.
Bill Graham died in a helicopter crash?
Yep.
He did?
How did he?
Don't get in a helicopter.
Captain
there.
Crunch.
I'm curious. Not about Captain
You read
Crunch.
Captain Crunch, Christy?
Ever eat it? It was my favorite cereal growing up.
Here it comes.
Yeah.
It's
Love
really-
Captain Crunch.
It's really, really hard to eat. 'cause
Haven't had it for a while.
It's hurts the roof of your mouth.
Oh, you've eaten Captain Crunch? What cereal do you eat, Mr.
I told
McGee?
you. Raisin Bran Honey Nut Cheerios. That's right.
That's it?
Omar ate them.
Do you mix them together? Or?
Yeah, you mix. You got to mix.
I love mixing cereal.
mix cereals.
Weirdos.
They get in there.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I would do Cocoa Pebbles and Cocoa Puffs.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Double Coke. After your previous joke, Josh, so I believe you believe in segregating the cereals.
What? That had
No,
nothing
don't throw that on Josh.
They're both,
way to go. Way to go, Josh.
So they're both bad, but for very different reasons.
We will come back with some very interesting news.
Although I must say, it is interesting that Food and Wine magazine was weighing in on Captain Crunch.
Yes.
Kind of probably something a little lighter than their normal fare. Which of these ridiculously expensive wines is the best?
Coming up, we have a ghost divorce. We have a whistleblower in Congress talking about UFOs, and we have an update on the Loch Ness Monster you might be interested in, Josh.
Yes,
number one helicopter disaster.
Come on.
1968 in Vietnam.
Oh.
Of course.
Well, I wasn't going to mention that. Or
Once again, Josh's father was a brave Vietnam veteran,
You know,
combat veteran.
My dad said he always wanted to be first one off the helicopter and last one on. He said that was, and he wanted to sit at the door with his legs over.
That would not have been me.
I would be the door guy. I don't want to be in between a bunch of guys. I wanted to be, like, I'd be too claustrophobic. I'd want to be at the door.
I'd be in Canada.
That's what your dad said.
What did you just say, Pat?
I'd be in Canada.
I'd be having some doctor say I have shin splints or something. Finding some fake disease.
I'm nearsighted.
We'll be back with 4F on guitar. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all.
Josh is going to turn around.
One of your originals. Josh, just take your phone and do it this way.
I'll turn around.
You're going to hurt your neck. I can just see it now. You'll show up like Ted Kennedy at Mary Jo Kopechne's funeral.
Josh, you don't have to.
It's like he's at a movie. He's going to have the big neck brace on.
Isn't this weird for you? When I
see, now that you say it, now that you've actually turned around, now it's kind of weird, isn't it?
Isn't he new since we were here the last time?
Yes. Yeah.
I don't remember him.
I'm pretty forgettable.
I noticed you wore red so the devil could find you first.
I had no idea that's how it worked. Okay. What's this tune called? Okay, that seems to be
what
working.
you asked for.
Okay, good. What was that?
Yeah, this is a completely original song, and I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Leonard Skinner, but apparently we resemble the guy. So every time we play this, we're like, "Hey, Leonard Skinner," and we're like, "No, we're the Electric Amish." But you guys want to try it?
Sure.
It goes a little something.
Well, Ronnie wore big hats.
Okay. He did.
I don't know, Ronnie.
That reminds me of one of the other times we were here when that little fella with the gun said he was going to sue us because he was wearing a hat on stage long before we were.
Sadly, that's a true story.
And then he stole a light bulb and left.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Tell you about that later.
Boy, would you look at the time.
Well, I was working my farm. I headed down to the barn because I was almost done for the night. When I drove a man in a customized van, so I knew he was a man tonight. He said, "Hey there, Jack, with your hat colored black. Got a deal for you. I know you can't read, but there's really no need. I tell you what I'm gonna do." I said, "Pardon me a minute." Well, my knees got weak as he began to speak, and his voice was ringing in my head. He had charts and graphs and colored photographs. I didn't understand a word he said. I said, "Wait a minute, heathen, I'm having trouble breathing. I don't want to barter with you. No, I know it's a sin. Won't you tell me again? What all does this contraption do?" He said, Give me 3 pigs, give me 3 pigs, mister. Give me 3 pigs and a horse. Give me 3 pigs, give me 3 pigs, mister.
Shipping and handling not included.
Of course. Hey, Braver, tell your little joke to Mary. I'm on a jam.
All right. Hey, Mary.
What is it, Carl?
Do you know why Mennonite kids don't take sex education and driver's ed in the same semester?
I have no idea.
I guess it's too difficult for the mule.
Hey! Why don't you sing one for me, Carl?
Well, my breath ran away and I began to pray as the man handed me his pen. And though my memory fogs, I know he took my hogs. I never saw them again. Now I sit and cry most every night that those pigs that got stolen away. But I'll get even. I'll see that heathen burn come Judgment Day. Now I say, give me 3 pigs, give me 3 pigs, mister. Give my 3 pigs back to me. Give me 3 pigs, give me 3 pigs, mister. Like a piggyback guarantee.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Electric Amish.
All right.
Completely original. Give me 3 pigs. What a classic.
That is quite a show you got there.
So we decided we were golfing, and they hooked us up with 2 other guys, and we said to each other, let's just not say we're comedians and see how it goes.
Okay.
And then I said, well, what are we going to say if they ask? And he said, let's just say we're house painters.
Okay.
Well, we had 18 holes of trying to answer questions about paint that we were incredibly underqualified for.
Yeah, I don't know.
So you
what
use a latex, you do an oil base, well, whatever the house needs. Whatever it needs. I'm like, why didn't we say we were comedians? I know the answers to the questions.
This is next time go with a hardware store. See.
I got one of those.
Yeah.
You know, the calls on the phone. The guy's selling you something or trying to get donation.
Right.
He actually used this word. Is this the man of the house? Is this 1952? Yes, it is the man of the house. I'm lounging on the divan with a highball. Why do you insist on calling during Edward R. Murrow? Furious.
Come on.
So I'm working on it. My wife said you learn a lot about yourself if you keep a diary. And that is so true. I've learned my life is brimming over with really boring activities. And now one more, writing in my diary. Thanks, honey.
Yeah. But it's strange living back in America, you know. I mean, America's like a foreign country to me in a lot of ways.
Why?
I don't know. Things are weird. Like, you know, I have friends that don't eat bread anymore. Everybody's on a low-carb diet.
No.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom.
Next Friday.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
I give up.
There's Pat Godwin.
I hope it's drugs, not some kind of brain ailment.
Am I drooling? I don't know if I'm drooling or not. There's Willie Griswold.
No, drool. You look great, man.
All right, there's Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chick.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's
Do you ever drool in your sleep?
Tom Griswold.
Yeah, Matt, so much.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I drool a little bit.
You ever
too.
wake up like this?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Whoa. Oh,
yeah,
geez.
yeah, we've all had that. You don't, Pat. You get the night terrors, right?
I do. Sleep paralysis too.
What's a sleep paralysis?
That's where you're in a dream. You wake up, you can't move your.
Nobody's
It's
buying
true.
it. No.
Have you seen the demon guy, the thing? at
No,
the end
but
of the
it
bed?
feels like someone's crushing me at times.
You mean the Slender
It's always
Man?
like Tom's face.
Slender Man, right?
Mr. Godwin will be.
He got beat up outside a bar.
Driving and he will be live and in person with our friend Mr. Jeff Oskay, who'll be joining us later this morning.
I asked Jeff if he's riding with Pat Godwin, and Jeff said no effing way.
Well, he's not wrong. I'm the worst.
Where was I? Oh, I know. I was trying to plug your show. It's Mason City Arena in Mason City, Iowa. Jeff Oskay, Pat Godwin tomorrow night. Pat, I'm going to ask you to play a song for me.
Oh, boy.
I did not warn you about this, so you're going to have to figure it out.
Well, this always goes well.
Yeah. This is my favorite new one of yours. And Pat is too modest to point out that he has on several occasions won the International Songwriting Competition comedy category.
Easily faked.
And but I think this is going to be a winner. This is your newest song. This is about your son and traveling. I just think this is it's a topic no one's ever tackled that is fundamental truism about every kid out there. This is a great song, especially appropriate with this heat wave that's hitting worldwide.
I took my son on many trips. Cars, planes, and big old ships. Got him to check out the sights. Thought he'd think they're cool. He seen Niagara Falls, stood and stared at Mount Rushmore, but he didn't care. He said, Dad, does the hotel have a pool? These are the questions that he asks. Is there a vending machine with snacks? Can I connect my phone to the TV's HDMI? I said, son, you're off from school. Let's be tourists and not be fools. He said, Dad, does the hotel have a pool? Yes, the hotel has a pool. I took my boy to Mexico. On the flight and away we go. We're going deep sea fishing where the bass are so much larger. I'm trying to spend some quality time, and the ocean water is so sublime. He said, Dad, I lost my Apple charger. My iPad's almost dead. These are the things that my son said. I want to play Minecraft in the room here all alone. I said, son, don't be a tool. He said, Dad, don't be cruel. And by the way, does the hotel have a pool? I said, yes. The hotel by the ocean has a pool. He says pools are warm, the oceans are chilly, 62. Oh, there's no sand. Let's skip the beach and hit the pool. Good idea.
Now, there's a flaw in that song. That is in.
Leave it to you.
Just today. I don't know if anybody saw this.
I have it.
Did you see the story about the temperature of the Atlantic Ocean?
Yeah,
it's really hot right now. 100 degrees, ladies and gentlemen.
What?
Wait,
Yes.
the water's 100?
The water
is
off the
100.
coast of Miami. When it's what, 4 days in a row?
The coast of Key West, but yeah.
Wow. It was at Key West.
Yeah.
That's too hot.
In Sarasota was crazy.
That seems. What's the average?
The temperature of the Atlantic Ocean off the South Florida coast soared to more than 100 degrees in consecutive days amid the global heat wave. A buoy in Manatee Bay recorded water temperatures of 101.1 Monday, one day after the same floating device hit 100.2 degrees on Sunday, leaving scientists stunned by what could be a new global record for ocean temperatures.
Oh, yeah, we got the world record. Hell yeah, dude. We rock.
What's the average temperature of a hot tub?
100, I don't know.
Is it far off from 101?
I was like 112. Is that it? 100?
That's crazy.
That's 113.
Sounds real.
right?
Yeah.
It's gross.
Yeah, isn't that's just.
Yeah, 135 is like medium rare, so you don't want to go too far.
You think
up
the
there.
fish are cooking?
That's hotter than pee.
Hot tub, 100 to 102.
Because pee would be 98.6.
It's warmer than pee, yeah.
Gosh.
Well, on that note.
You pee in the ocean to get cooler in this case. Oh, it's a cold spot. Yeah, I just peed there. There you go.
I don't want to go on vacation with him anymore.
Let's see.
On a note like that, a school librarian in Arizona says his shoes melted while he helped children cross the street.
Hilarious.
What was he wearing?
According to Arizona Family, John Janezik, a librarian at Sanborn Elementary School in Chandler, Arizona, often helps with crosswalk duties. Go ahead, Tom.
Well, I happen to be the captain of the safety patrol.
Yes.
For those of you familiar with Mercer School and Shaker Heights.
Those of you familiar with his elementary school.
Some very distinguished alumnus.
And you had to wear the white belt
as a
thing?
distinguished alumnus. Actually, I had the in the early days of the neon orange belt.
Uh-huh.
It was like a sash that would go
Yes.
across from one
Yep.
shoulder down to the waist. Of the
Sash. That tracks. I see you wearing a sash.
You really should have.
I was,
Kids, it was the white.
I was captain of the safety patrol for the second semester. The captain of the first semester, Paul Klopper.
Did you get voted in? What did Paul?
what
do?
happened to Klopper?
Did he get impeached?
I was a very successful man. Of course, like all graduates.
Didn't you have like a big stick that you would hold?
We had large bamboo sticks with a flag on the end that was like a stop sign.
Rhodesian fighting.
And and you had to be a 5th or 6th grader to. I usually was at either
in my school
Duffield and Hardwick roads. Usually,
those were elected positions. Captain of the safety patrol.
Really?
Absolutely.
Oh yes.
Raise.
You had the
lower.
Then we do it. Then if a faculty member was coming by, you would go attention, and you would take your pole and have it by your right foot and put your right arm out like this, forming a large V to salute the teachers.
Good Lord.
Wow.
What a bunch of fascists. You know they are.
Well, like you said, fascist.
Yeah, I thought you were going to go a different direction.
You gotta chill out, dude.
But yeah, that does seem weird.
After the joke job.
That does seem.
And then a few years later, they stopped allowing the students to
walk to school.
No, to stop the traffic.
Yeah, students should never do that. No.
It is funny that they just had to be a 5th or a 6th. Just have the big ones take care of the little ones. They'll figure it out. Yeah.
I mean, there were stop signs and everything, but it was this people they would see this is a school zone, slow down, and
man, oh man,
we didn't lose any kids during my.
Well, that's good.
Well, during my administration, nobody got run over.
I guess it wasn't that dangerous because Model Ts could only get up to what, 20, 25?
You're old. No, Josh. A good Model T could get up to 50. Come on.
Mr. Janzik was outside for 30 minutes in the heat to help the children cross the street when he decided to head inside and tripped and nearly fell.
What kind of a...
Apparently, the soles of his shoes had melted from the hot pavement
I completely believe this.
I don't believe this at all.
I'll tell you what, Josh. I remember taking the kids years ago to a water park in Phoenix.
Yeah.
And I had never been there before. I had no idea. And I didn't have any flip-flops or anything. Mm-hmm. And you could not walk across the pavement.
Oh, sure.
It was so hot.
Yes.
I had to buy shoes at that place.
Yeah, and they didn't melt, though.
I don't know if they would melt.
Yeah, are the soles made of mercury?
Yeah, this guy's got bad shoes. Those are bad shoes.
He's probably wearing those Crocs.
Well, that would melt, but I doubt he's wearing Crocs.
He might be.
The Model T has a front-mounted 177 cubic inch, 2.9 liter inline 4-cylinder engine.
What color are the seats? What the hell are you doing over there?
A top speed.
Yeah.
The Model T, 42 miles an hour.
Okay.
There you go.
Man, I bet it was scary.
Hell yeah, it was.
That scares me.
You know what killed most of the people when they crashed?
The impact?
No.
Oh, the wall?
The glass.
Really?
Oh, really?
Oh,
they didn't have safety glass.
Safety glass. Yeah.
They would arrive at the scene. People would have their...
That's grisly.
The old karate artery, as Donnie used to say. Severed.
That is
that safety glass is good stuff.
Yeah.
You want to have that. Yeah, thank you very much. Not to mention the lack of seatbelts as you flew through the window.
I went through a windshield.
That had to have been terrifying.
It was horrible.
You remember when they first came up?
Wait a minute, hang on a second. What were you doing sitting on a windshield?
No, I went through it and crashed.
You see what?
Yeah, I know.
Hey, everybody.
Pay attention to it.
Oh, maybe I should start. So you ignored it.
Yeah, I just ignored it. Yeah.
Except you didn't bully yourself.
Otherwise, I cry.
All right.
Pat says he went through a windshield.
I did.
Uh-huh.
I have the scar right here to prove it. Mister.
What happened?
A cat got under the... I was in trouble. I had to buy my girlfriend a cat.
You forgot once upon a time.
I was taking it to the vet, and it got under the gas pedal. I went down to reach for it, and boom, I hit a lady.
Hang on, you're like...
Wait a minute. Hold on. Now we've got a dead old lady.
No.
You got your girlfriend a cat. You had a cat in the car.
She was in the car. In the bending over, you raised up just in time to be shot through the windshield.
My head shot through it.
Jeff Oskay just said, I am not driving this man.
She was in a car on Wyoming Avenue in Pennsylvania, Wilkes-Barre there, and she stopped dead. As I came up, boom, right.
So you're claiming she was dead before you ran her over?
No,
Then he had to buy her family a cat, and then one of them got sick. He had to buy. Pretty soon it was just Pat with 40 cats in a car.
So I'm sorry, you get in trouble with your girlfriend. You buy her a cat?
Yeah, big trouble. Guitars in the lawn kind of trouble. Yeah.
She threw your guitars on the lawn?
Put them on the lawn, yeah.
What did you
and
do?
my clothes. I don't want to get into it.
I don't want to get into that.
I probably
That wasn't a cat.
A waitress or something.
A waitress. Okay. Well done. Let's see, where were we? Oh,
man.
Oh, coming up, we have little critters in the news, which is really fun. We have, Josh, brace yourself. We've got a story that might, I know it's going to make you mad.
Oh,
it involves this ghost and this lady who married a ghost.
That just makes me sad. That.
What about the UFO guy?
We'll get to the UFO guy.
Why don't you want to talk about the UFO guy?
He doesn't believe
I love
it.
this story.
He's a quack.
He's putting his life on the line.
Under oath.
Okay. Yeah. You don't think people lie under oath constantly?
Of course, but...
Okay, well, right now, the Bob and Tom Show.
So hard to talk to you.
The Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. The world is confusing these days, isn't it? There's 1,000 TV channels. I don't know what to do. What do I watch? If you want to help everybody, you got to help yourself first. That's where therapy comes in. And BetterHelp has taken contemporary technology and decided to use that in the world of therapy. What am I talking about? Well, the therapy itself is done online. How does it work? Well, you will fill out a brief questionnaire, get matched with a licensed therapist, and by the way, you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. And the therapy itself is done online. That makes it incredibly convenient. That's the whole point of this. And you can also do it in a manner that is suitable to you. So, for example, you could be doing it as if you were talking on the phone. You could be doing it like a Zoom call. You could be texting back and forth. Whatever works for you. And once again, it's called BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT show. Add the /BT show to get 10% knocked off your first month. So let therapy be your map as you go on your journey in life. And BetterHelp is a great place to start. BetterHelp.com/BT show, and the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Coming up, there's a critter at the airport. What is that thing? Also, we've got iPhone news, and this headline has this word in it: furry puss. I mean, I hope it's not furry pus. That would be even worse, I think. What do you think?
You hit that hard, man.
You really
Yeah, you kind of did say furry puss.
Yeah.
Fussy rhymes with pussy. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
At the end of my shows, sometimes people will, shout out a request or something like that, which is very flattering. And, you get to do some bit that you haven't done in a long time. And it's kind of fun sometimes to knock the dust off something that you haven't done and do it again,
Yeah, I think it's really cool.
I recently had somebody yell, hooked on phonics, which I hadn't done in a long time. And it's fun to go, oh, man, I haven't done this bit like in, years. And that was the bit from the commercial. Do you remember the Hooked on Phonics girl?
Yeah.
The little girl with the braces. Hooked on Phonics, work for me.
Yeah.
And I always wondered, what if she applied what she learned and she couldn't get the commercial right, Hooked on Phonics, work it for me. Hooked on Phonics, work it for me. Okay, cut. We're not going to move a lot of tapes like this.
No, we're not.
I'm telling you.
Brian Regan. Hey, you dog owners, listen up. This is something for your big sweetie. Chew Works.
Has your dog ever scarfed down one of those chew sticks without really chewing?
ChewWorks has a hold to chew, which will prevent choking and GI blockage.
When dogs can't properly hold the chew stick between their paws anymore, they tend to just swallow it.
Available in 3 sizes, mini, junior, and large. Extra large coming soon.
Their whole purpose is to provide a safer and healthier way for your dogs to chew.
ChewWorks.com.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it. Matt Weinhold is our guest, and wow.
I still love Star Trek. Do you guys keep up with any of that stuff?
I'm not a
Star Trek
Trekkie
and
fan,
Babylon
no.
5 and all that. I love all that stuff. Pretty much anything that will not get me laid, I'm into.
Uh-huh.
But I actually have had sex, which sort of makes me like the Fonzie of the Star Trek convention. You go to these conventions.
Oh man, it's Matt. He's been with a girl.
Right. Yeah, I actually bring a girl into these things. Say, where'd you meet her? On the internet? No.
No.
I met her at a bar.
Whoa!
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Oh, that's great.
Things are so complicated. Remember the good old days when all you needed for romance was a van and some chloroform?
Sure.
Yes! What happened to those days?
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
Pat Godwin's in the performance room.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold.
What up?
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's
Did you enjoy your long break?
Tom Griswold. We were having a great time in the break.
The Keurig was a little slow.
That.
People blame them quite often.
One of your little 1%er problems.
The Keurig was a little slow.
Well, 1%er problems, I got them all.
Saying that, we have every now and then we play catch up with Tom Griswold, and you'll see where this gentleman Brandon is going.
Okay.
It says hello, radio bobbleheads, in reference to Tom again talking about Colonel Gaddafi understanding branding. Here we go. Tom says Frankenstein's monster had the Don Johnson look. Any mention of France or French people leads to a smoking comment.
Or B.O.
If cha-cha is referenced, he will ask if it's 2 chas or 3 chas.
And the answer is what?
Any mention of bed sheets will result in a comment about the Japanese flag.
if it's the red tide at Tuna Town.
If there's a story about Paris, he won't be able to resist sharing the pretentious story about transporting 2 cats on a flight from Paris.
And then,
That was a flight from Milan. It was a flight from Milan.
But then don't forget, if there's Paris Olympics, then he has to talk about how breakdancing sucks. For no reason.
No, breakdancing doesn't suck. It's just it doesn't belong in the Olympics. I mean, where do you draw the line?
It's an athletic thing.
Why isn't miniature golf in the Olympics?
Why isn't ballroom dancing in the Olympics?
Exactly.
I think you're missing the point of this.
No, we're not missing the point. It's something. It's different.
I have never once in my life cared about the Olympics at all.
Really?
I haven't cared about who won. I haven't cared about what sports they play.
You never had Wheaties. You never had Wheaties with Bob Mathias on the cover of the box, did you?
Or Bruce Jenner. Oh,
or
sorry,
Bob
Caitlin.
Why are you shoving that in my face that I never had Bob Mathias?
Bruce Jenner has a different box these days.
Yeah, he does.
We don't know for sure.
Yeah,
Did they lop that thing off?
I don't
What
know.
do they do? Don't they turn it inside out somehow, make a sleeve? Or
Something like that, yeah.
I don't know.
Because the nerves are still...
That's dedication.
Our email continues.
Oh, sorry.
Thankfully, this has continued despite the retirement of Bob. Steak fries have too much potato.
And I always credit Bob with that statement.
Yes.
And he's correct.
Did I tell you guys, by the way, Jason and I went to Shaquille O'Neal's chicken restaurant, which that's a real sentence you can say nowadays. It's called Big Chicken, and they have a type of fry, and it's like a steak fry in that it's thicker, but it's only thicker one way. So it's thicker, longer, but it's thin the other way. They're delicious.
What?
It's a revolution in fry technology.
I don't understand.
Thicker, longer, and thin the other way.
So it's like a steak fry, but it's a really thin steak fry. Does that make sense?
Okay, so it's the thickness. It's thicker than your usual shoestring fry.
Yes.
Like cut in half?
Yes,
But,
exactly.
but very long. Were they tasty?
They're incredible. There's not too much potato. There's a great amount of surface area, and there's a lot of dipping sauces they give you too. And you can kind of experiment with the dipping sauces. Me and Jason were having the time of our lives.
That sounds wonderful.
And I may have to rethink.
You like those fries?
What?
I do, Mr. O'Neill. Thank you.
think you're what?
My rejection of the what are those grid-like fries called?
Waffle fries.
Waffle fries.
Grid-like fries.
Well,
Write that one down.
He could have said hashtag fries, I guess.
While traveling
Hashtag fries are
in my
great
rental car over the weekend,
if they're hot.
that didn't have the gizmo that keeps the car going the same speed.
Cruise control.
Cruise control, that's right. We stopped at a Chick-fil-A.
Oh, my God.
Not really familiar with their work. It was delicious.
Yeah, it is. It is
It was
delicious.
spectacular. Possibly the nicest human beings ever were
the finest
in the
customer
drive-through.
I
And
don't know
I had
which
the
I'm more
hashtag fries.
I don't know which I'm more insulted by. That he has never had Chick-fil-A or hasn't had it very often. Or he doesn't think that we are aware of Chick-fil-A.
No,
What's wrong with
I get it from my kids all the time. I typically don't eat it, but it was delicious.
Yeah, you like the waffle fries?
Yeah, they were very tasty. However, in general, I don't believe in them because I think the principle of physics.
What do you mean you
The
don't
waffle
believe?
fries is like the concept of a radiator or broccolini, where there's a lot of air in there, so they get cold fast.
They do get cold fast.
I'm sure we have some scientists out there is agreeing with me right now.
There's more mentions that you constantly mention.
Sorry.
Any talk of barbecue ribs or a rib fest will result in a reference to the killing fields of Pol Pot.
That's right. That's one of my favorite jokes. You're welcome.
A mention of Morse code will either lead to the Western Union song or what does the fox say?
Yeah.
In reference
What about Western Nudist?
In reference to the previous
I think
entry.
that's what he meant.
No, Dean, no. I see you going for it.
Was I finished?
I interrupted you,
The very
sorry.
next entry, in reference to that previous entry, if Western Union is mentioned, it will often result in the story about Western Nudist magazine.
There you go.
Hibachi chefs need new tricks. The booby trap in Florida, one side is a little bigger than the other. When hamburgers are mentioned, you can't resist talking about Krispy Kreme bun hamburger.
You
And of
have been
course,
found out.
Colonel Gaddafi understood brand.
They're on to you.
These are all true facts.
How's it feel to no longer be a living organism so much as a jukebox?
How's that comedy jukebox coming, Tom?
Now,
Jeez. That was high and inside.
That was hiding. If looks could kill from Tom to Chick.
What do you got, buddy?
I feel like Tim Wilson when you used to mention Jimmy Carter in front of him.
So did he hate him? Let's talk about it. Let's open that up.
I don't know why.
That peanut farmer, something along those lines, maybe?
Why did he hate him? Do we know?
I don't know. Tim was from Georgia, and he was an embarrassment. He could go on forever, but
I know some people were mad at Carter, according to Greg Warren, because of the Olympics thing.
Because he backed out?
Yeah.
That's
I agree with that.
I had a teacher who couldn't compete in the Olympics because Carter pulled out, and the teacher was a dick, and it made me really happy that he couldn't compete.
You've got to talk to Warren about it. He had the same thing.
Oh, really?
It was a very similar thing.
Yeah, I had this mean teacher.
Well, he could have been a gold medalist.
I know.
Well, you work
your whole life.
Worked your whole life to get to the Olympics, and they get pulled.
The way he treated us teenagers, I'm glad he didn't get to achieve his dream. It makes me so happy that he never got.
Do you think if he had achieved his dream that he would have been a nicer person?
No, he would have been a dick somewhere else.
Oh, okay. He wouldn't have changed.
My son. He's just like me.
You hated this guy. I remember we left a parent-teacher conference one time. You're like, that guy's a real dick.
Okay, good.
When you get to the age where your parents can also hate your teacher, that's a real fun moment.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Because until you're like 14, you just assume the kid's always in the wrong. But once they get into high school, they get a little attitude. The teachers can be
I can
jerks.
see why my kid doesn't, care for you.
Yeah, sure. And then when you become an adult and you have friends that are teachers and you realize that guy's an idiot and he's taking care of our youth.
I'd still rather be a parent upset at a teacher than a teacher who has to deal with all the
upset parents.
You're entirely right there. Now, I mentioned this earlier, and I thought we should get to it. We typically do Today in History later in the show. However, I thought...
Time now for an early edition of Today in History.
No kidding.
Just part of it.
Oh, okay.
Just part of it.
In 1900...
In 1900...
Louis Lassen is credited with creating what is considered to be the first hamburger.
Really? Where? Now, was it in Hamburg?
It doesn't say here.
It has to be.
It doesn't say.
Because it's not ham.
It's
ground
isn't.
beef.
Right.
Ground beef burger.
And it doesn't say who the genius was that introduced cheese into the equation.
Oh.
I mean, don't you think
I'll eat a hamburger every now and then instead of a cheeseburger.
Me too.
Sure, but I mean, the cheeseburger is an upgrade, don't you think?
Yeah. There are certain styles of burgers, like a proper butter burger won't have cheese on it. It'll have a big pad of butter on there.
That's right.
And the cheese will make it even too much.
I like the cheese because it really sticks it to the cow. It's like not only are we eating your meat, we're eating your juice.
Oh, yeah.
Turned into this.
With a glass of milk.
Yeah.
It's
everything
not kosher.
about you.
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay, here we
You're
go.
nothing to us.
This occurred in New Haven, Connecticut.
With a glass
of milk to wash it
The
down.
first hamburger was created.
What?
Mr. Lassen was answering a customer's rush order for something quick and delicious. He assembled a hamburger from ingredients needed for a steak sandwich.
So nowhere near Hamburg in Germany.
That is not at all what this is saying.
That is not correct.
What are you looking at?
Well, I'm at Wikipedia, so of course you have to take that with a grain of salt.
Sure.
It suggests that either the United States or Germany, the city of Hamburg, was the first one to introduce the ground beef patty known as the hamburger.
Yep.
Yeah. It says the beginning apparently was 1875, maybe?
Tom, do you think maybe that guy is credited with the first hamburger sandwich, as old men like to call them?
Oh, you mean as opposed to just a burger on a plate?
Just the patty?
Well, the word sandwich was recorded in the 18th century, but I don't know. Who knows?
Well, the importance of the story is just so we can
celebrate hamburgers.
And we can feature a little bit of. Do you remember the famous comedian Mr. Hamburger?
Oh, sure.
Hamburger?
Alonzo Jones, isn't that
this guy?
Hamburger. Joker, what in the world you dressed up for Halloween? Like a hamburger on to deliver mail or something. What's up with you? You overweight, that's your problem. Can't take a joke? I know you take an order of fries right by now, couldn't you? Hamburger, look at his feet. Feet so big as Nike spelled Nickelodeon. Look at that.
The joke doesn't work. There's a C in Nickelodeon.
Hamburger, you give me a bad name. Take that hat off. Are you hungry?
God,
we got to get this guy in here.
I would love it.
Are you hungry?
So is the structure of this? He says hamburger just instead of cursing. Is that
kind of just punctuation? Yeah.
He just keeps saying at random. He says, "Let's hear him some more."
He's still working.
Let me make your big behind feel at home. Hey. Hamburger.
This guy got a
Who you ladies
babysitter.
supposed to be in Vogue? I got news for you. Never going to get it. Never going to get it.
Just insulting everyone in the audience.
From the get-go. A man on a date, probably. You're fat.
Hamburger. Hamburger.
So
I love him. I'm a fan.
So, Christy, you claim that the hamburger was, even though it's credited to Louis Lasson, that's incorrect?
Well, I didn't see Louis Lasson anywhere in the Wikipedia article, but let's look
I'm
up.
looking at ConnecticutHistory.org.
Well, of course.
Well, think about it.
And another question is, what inspired this person to ground up a steak? Or
ground up a steak? Oh, I see your point. As opposed to slicing it?
Yeah. You have to ask yourself.
Yeah, I guess you do.
Some things we should just enjoy and not have to worry about.
Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it, but
all I know is the turkeys weren't prepared in.
That is not it at all.
Oh, no, not this.
What was it?
Now, I see what you did, though. You conflated turducken with
French fries.
No, by all means, Ace, you know a lot about food. Do you have any food history for us?
Yeah, French fries.
I'm kind of a potato historian.
Yeah, really. Absolutely.
He does Irish history.
A Spudman.
Well, the first French fries, they weren't fried in France.
Oh, no.
Really?
No, they're fried in Greece.
The one that started it all.
Turkeys were. Boy, I couldn't have got that more wrong.
Yeah, no, it makes sense why you said it.
Okay. Well, Christy, we have to get to some more news.
Real quick, I have a letter here from Gary. He says, I was wondering how Christy is doing since her retirement from reading the news.
I'm doing great. I'm shopping for cars. I'm having a great time over here.
Pat, I want to remind everybody that Pat's going to be in Mason City, Iowa. And the reason I'm stressing that is there's also a very fine club in Mason City, Illinois.
Well,
you will not be there this
maybe
weekend.
if you just said Mason City, Iowa, there wouldn't be
you are
any
creating the
confusion.
confusion.
The last time, Pat and I did a show in Nashville, Indiana, and you were doing this too. You kept goofing with it.
Yep.
And a lovely group of listeners in Kentucky, they go, hey, we're pretty close to Nashville, Tennessee. And they bought the tickets.
Thousands of tickets,
They
right?
bought a hotel room.
Yep.
And then they realized they had to turn around and drive not 1 hour south, but 3 hours north to go to Nashville, Indiana.
Yep.
Had to get another hotel room. They were super kind.
I'm merely being clear. This is
all that.
See,
listen to what I said. You're being
this is
unclear.
from having one of my only friends in the world is Haywood Banks.
Yes.
Hamburger.
Haywood is the kind of guy. Haywood would have booked this and driven to the wrong Mason City
Well,
Yeah, but
and
why
walked in
does
at
that-
6 o'clock for a show,
Why?
and they would have said you're supposed to be in Iowa.
Why are
Right.
you throwing Haywood? He has nothing to do with this.
No, but this is the kind of confusion that is created by having cities with the same name.
Pat and Jeff Oskay will be performing in Mason
City, Iowa. That's all you need to say.
Tomorrow, yes.
At the arena.
Yes.
That's Iowa.
Iowa.
Abbreviation ILL. Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
That's tomorrow night only,
Iowa.
right, Pat?
Yes.
You'll be driving.
Look, let's not kid ourselves.
I'm flying.
Nobody's
I'm flying.
going anyway. Okay, go ahead.
Chick,
What?
did you say you're flying?
I was joking.
Oh.
I can't afford to fly.
Well, is it? Could we get all airports to have free Wi-Fi? Is that too much to ask in this country of ours?
Oh, I didn't realize they didn't.
I didn't realize they didn't either.
Some of them you have to
don't you
you
have
have to
Bongo
you have
or
to have
whatever
this,
the hell
this
it is?
bonus Wi-Fi, and it's so confusing. If you sign up, you have to pay like $40 a month
Just
for
use
the
your
rest
cellular.
of
Why
the
are
rest
you
of your
using
life.
Wi-Fi?
You got to stop traveling. It causes us a lot of problems.
Wi-Fi should be free and universal. That's what our taxes should be going. Everyone should get it. And any airport that doesn't have it for free should be shut down immediately, and those commies should be sent to another country.
Wow.
Just saying.
I thought commies provided free stuff. Whose side are you on right now?
I'm trying to be vague here. The point is, Chick McGee is across the way. He's not going to be traveling this weekend. He's going to be in his compound, relaxing.
Peace of mind.
Counting down till NFL football starts.
Yes.
Oh, next Thursday, that's right. And if you'd like to join me in your own compound, of course, stay away from mine. You need to start your own security and protecting yourself with Simply Safe, the do-it-yourself, design-it-yourself home security system with 24/7 live guard protection. It's made possible only by Simply Safe's new Smart Alarm wireless indoor camera And couple that with a Fast Protect monitoring plan. If an intruder breaks into your home, Simply Safe monitoring agents can actually see, speak to, and deter them through the camera, warning them that they're being recorded and the police are on their way. The new camera is also the only indoor security camera. Triggers the alarm and instantly deters intruders with a built-in siren, and it does sense the difference between people and pets. 24/7 LiveGuard protection, and the new Smart Alarm indoor camera works seamlessly as part of the entire Simply Safe security system to keep your whole home safe from break-ins, fires, flooding, and more. And Simply Safe professional monitoring starts at under $1 a day. A bargain for the peace of mind it provides. And right now, Bob and Tom Show listeners get a special 20% off any Simply Safe system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. This huge offer for limited times. You got to move. Just visit simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com for peace of mind. Remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Coming up, we have Christy Lee. We're going to actually let her do some news. We have ghosts in the news, as well as UFO news.
Yes.
Both for you, Josh. Thank you.
A manatee died from having sex with its brother. We'll be right back.
What?
Okay, now we're taking away the computer.
What are you talking
That's
about?
all there is to it.
This is a headline. Manatee's dead.
Oh my God!
By sleeping with his brother?
That's my favorite Moody Blues song.
You know, a girl manatee is called a woman manatee.
Same mom and dad manatee.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1.
I'm in Bob and Tom's studios. April Macy was on Bob and Tom today, and I probably know more about what turns her on than anybody I know of. She's trying to play hard to... Oh, Eureka's! I swear to God, she is fire-ass hot.
Hi.
Remember me?
I do, unfortunately.
Yeah, don't worry about that restraining order, because that's expired now. But you're famous. You've been on TV before, and I'm sure you're used to the porkerazzi coming in taking pictures. I swear to God you are.
Oh, please don't say porkerazzi.
Porkerazzi. You don't carry pepper spray anymore, do you? Because the
It's so uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable, your porkerazzi.
Well, the last stuff you carried stung a little bit, but you are from head to toe. You want my pager number, maybe? Is that something you might
perhaps
be interested in?
Pretty lonely.
Okay. I tried to hit you up on Kristen Mingle, but your profile picture didn't really reply to what I had, so...
Yeah, you can go on J-Date if you'd like to see me.
Go on J-Date? Okay, I swear to God I will. I know what the J stands for. I had tennis elbow doing that all through high school. I'll see you, April.
Bye.
Sexy thing. Oh, my God.
Girl, the food was great. The company, even better. Why sit here all night long, going on about the weather? I know it's our first date, and good girls gotta wait. But I just turned 83, and you said you're 78. You know what I'm thinking. Let's make love. We're old and we're shrinking. The hour's late. Let's just do it on our first date.
I was part of the team that launched the first low salt, low sugar peanut butter into the category. It was called Simply Jif. It was targeted towards diabetics. I wanted to call it Type 2 Peanut Goo, but... Yeah, of course you don't feel good, Greg. You ate an entire rotisserie chicken at 11:30 at night. You shoved the whole thing in your fat face in 6 minutes, Greg. I think you ate the rubber band that holds the legs together. Man, come on! My birth certificate? That document is 54 years old. I also don't have the Declaration of Independence. Because I don't know if you've ever seen an organic peanut butter kid go off the deep end. It is not pretty. Okay, these kids, They spend 18 years eating it, then they go off to college. They have one bite of a Jif sandwich. 6 weeks later, they're passed out on a park bench with Nutter Butters all over their face.
We have good neighbors. They're bad neighbors, but they're good to tell you guys about. Bad neighbors, 5 or 6 cars in the front yard at all times. Rotation, whoever's currently living there. And Daryl, he's the dad over there. He's their leader. He drives a hearse. That's his car. He doesn't work at a funeral home. They have German shepherds that run. I like dogs. I don't like these dogs because they just let them run around barking all the time, and they don't even tell them to be quiet. Like, they bark, and there's a new guy that's moved in on the other side of them, and he really doesn't like when they bark. So you hear them bark, 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 and then over the fence you hear, "Shut up!" Which always works, doesn't it? You know when you tell your dog to be quiet, and he's like, "Oh, pardon me, sir. I had no idea I was causing such a ruckus. I'll calm down post haste." You know how your dog always does that, right? So I don't like that he yells at the dogs. I don't like the dogs, but I don't like him yelling at the dogs. So they bark, 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 and I hear over the fence, "Shut up!" So what I do is I go, "No, you shut up! Don't you yell at them puppies, that's disrespectful." And then I just go in the house, right? He doesn't know it's me.
Patch.
It's a patch.
You mean like a cabbage patch?
No.
Like a briar patch?
No.
Like a patch of pirate wear?
No.
You mean like a patchwork quilt?
No.
You mean like a Clarence Carter
No.
patches?
Why can't you understand this? It's a patch your doctor gives you that you wear on your arm.
What do you mean arm?
2 days later, same airport, yet another flight.
Now, let me get this straight. Nicoterm is a...
Nicoterm, guaranteed to help you quit smoking.
I think it's a patch.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're so weird.
You have no idea. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
When I was in the Navy, one of my favorite jokes was I used to fly this radar plane, and we'd go up for these really long, boring missions in the middle of the night. So get a new guy in the squadron, you know, I'd go up with him and say, "Hey, middle of the night, if you want to take a nap, go ahead." So he'd doze off. While he's asleep, I would go ahead and run. I'd like hit the circuit breaker, pull the circuit breaker so the fuel gauges go to 0.
Uh-oh.
Then I would act like I was asleep. And when he came to, boy, did his eyes just light up. That's
light up like a fire. Oh, man.
Guy died of a heart attack. It's hilarious.
The old empty gas tank joke.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know.
Like, you can't get a regular cheeseburger in L.A. Like, if you get a cheeseburger at a restaurant in L.A., it's always a burger that was happily raised by the owner's barber, Jeff, spelled Geof.
Of course, yeah.
I just want a cheeseburger. I want a burger made from a cow that was born and raised to be a burger. All right? I don't want a burger with dreams or hope. I want a burger that knew the deal. And I want a cheese that is 40% plastic. All right? I want a cheese that when I poop it out, I poop out a keychain. Good morning, sunshine. To the max, there's bologna in our
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Still soon right here.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Willie Griswold.
What up?
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee. Looking forward to that weekend. Yeah. And here's Tom Griswold.
Then we need a palate cleanser. Ladies and gentlemen, the best way to cleanse the palate, of course, is with...
Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
I don't want to brag, but the female janitor in my building, she asked me if I wanted to smoke some weed with her.
Oh, is that right?
Really?
I said, no. I can't deal with a high-maintenance woman.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
She's a maintenance woman, but she's high. She's a female janitor.
Oh, high.
She's high maintenance. She's like the custodian, so she's high.
Right.
You be laughing now.
Woman.
Hey, Ace, you want to smoke some weed with me?
Not now, Brenda.
A Florida aquarium concluded this week that one of its star attractions passed away earlier, succumbed to his injuries from increased mating behavior with his brother.
Oh, God.
You know, I feel like if I increased my mating behavior with one of my brothers, he would kill me, too.
The manatee named Hugh.
Humanity.
That's
boo.
And his brother, Buffett, were two popular manatees residing at Sarasota's Marine Laboratory and Aquarium. But Hugh unexpectedly died in April at the age of 38.
Oh, that's awful.
On the day of Hugh's passing, Hugh and Buffett engaged in natural yet increased mating behavior observed and documented in manatees, both Buffett and Hugh manatee, and managed care and in the wild.
I believe it's Buffett.
Are we done now?
This was the first time such heightened mating behavior was witnessed between the two manatees. However, each year, like other male manatees in both the wild and in managed care, they would exhibit approximately 2 months of seasonal behavior changes.
You'd think they'd be prepared for this and they would get...
They'd separate them or something. Yeah.
Right? Something like that. Yeah.
Or get a manatee whore.
Yeah. Bring in a lady.
You brothers want to take me at the same time.
What, are you turning into Larry Flint?
It's a manatee.
How do you think a manatee fowl talking?
Probably like Larry Flint.
Yeah.
They call us sea cows.
A necropsy.
Are we still reading this story?
Yeah. It's interesting.
Oh, never mind.
No, we're not.
If it stopped you in your tracks, it has to be bad.
There was a tear.
I don't want to hear about it.
Hey, Hugh, get up there.
Yeah, Hugh.
Hamburger. Joe, I wonder where you dressed up for Halloween? Like a hamburger on to deliver mail or something. What's up with you?
What's up with you? Okay, thank you very much.
You can't do that, Dad. You can't do that voice.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What's up with you?
What's up with you? I forgot that accents are no longer
allowed.
No longer comical. I'm sorry, unless you're.
Say what you want to say. Say what you want to say.
Do what you want to do. Say, what song is that? Do what you want to do. Say
now,
what you
we were discussing the fact that Mr. Godwin will be in Mason City, Iowa.
Right.
And I was emphasizing the Iowa because there's also a comedy club in Mason City, Illinois.
Boy.
I just was discussing this with Mr. Oskay in the hallway. And he said when he accepted the gig, he thought it was the one in Mason City, Illinois.
Yeah, which is a lesser of a drive.
So, but
you know, at least half the people coming to your show are going to go one place, and the other half's going to go to the other place.
No, I'm making it very clear.
Yep.
Because of him.
Saturday night, you'll be in Iowa in Mason City.
Correct.
Haywood Banks famously showed up to do a gig in Bloomington.
Nobody cares about Haywood.
In Bloomington, Indiana, and the gig was in Bloomington, Illinois. In other words, the lesson here is some towns have the same name.
Sure.
Okay?
A lot of Bloomingtons.
The Olympics next summer will not be in Paris, Texas.
No.
Just to clarify.
Or Paris,
You know, there's going to be one guy that
Paris, Ohio.
shows up. So where's the rowing thing?
Harry Dean Stanton? Oh, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Wonderful.
It's time now to check in with Christy Lee. What do you got over there that's going to make Josh mad?
The woman says she has divorced the ghost of a Victorian soldier.
Oh, it didn't work
after
out?
less than a year of her so-called marriage, Josh.
Yeah.
The woman who calls herself Brocade.
Oh, like stitching? Or
yeah, that's like a...
Yeah, like a trim around a blanket or something?
She's actually a singer-songwriter from Oxfordshire.
Of course
Really?
But she says the first time she met the devilishly handsome ghost, Eduardo, he burst into her bedroom one dark and stormy night.
I am Eduardo.
She's going with the hack phrase, dark and stormy night?
Yes. According to Sky News, her spirited affair with the long-haired phantom first made headlines when Brocade married the ghost last Halloween. The 40-year-old has since revealed that Eduardo grew possessive, would switch from being warm and intense to threatening, and an unsettling fascination with Marilyn Monroe, which began when he spotted the actress's ghost during their wedding ceremony.
Who's that? looked blonde over there.
I'm not sure why Marilyn Monroe was at their wedding.
Oh, why wouldn't she?
But actually, I said that's wrong. It's brocard. There is an R in there. Brocard says she returned to the chapel where they wed to exorcise him from her mind. She announced her separation in her song, Just Another Anthem.
I'm sure that's a hit.
Just another night. Brocard claims the soldier would disappear for days before returning, smelling of Chanel number 5, which happened to be...
what about Chanel number 2?
No, number 5 was Marilyn Monroe's favorite.
Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Yep.
Poor woman. I'm sorry to hear that it didn't work out.
I hope she can hook up with a nice psychiatrist.
Why?
Because she's nuts. She's a lunatic. I married a ghost. No, you didn't.
She married a ghost, but ironically, she broke up with him by not returning his messages.
Wait a minute.
Very nice.
What happened?
I tell you what.
We're dividing the property, Josh. I get the bed, he gets the sheets. You see, it's a ghost. You see, the sheets. Wait a minute. What happened, Josh? What happened again? I missed it.
She married that ghost, but broke up with him by not returning his messages.
She ghosted
him.
Oh, ghosted. Gotcha. Oh, I see. That does help. Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Poor lady. I hope she finds love again sometime.
Me too.
I don't.
Everyone deserves to be loved, Tom.
There's somebody for everybody.
She deserves to be silenced.
Well.
Oh, boy.
Coming up, we have the Loch Ness Monster in the news. We have...
What's old Nessie up to?
UFOs in the news. We have
What's old E.T. up to?
We have a possible candy shortage.
What's old Hershey's up to?
What's old sugar up to?
That's the problem.
Oh, there's no sugar?
No sugar.
No sugar tonight in my coffee. No sugar tonight in my tea.
Is that a real song?
Yeah.
Is that a real song?
Yeah, we all started singing.
It's really, I thought you guys were improvising together.
Guess who it is?
Have fun in Illinois this week.
Or was that Eduardo?
It's Iowa.
Iowa.
We're coming right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation. Check out the Bob and Tom Show on Facebook. Get the link at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
What do you want to hear?
Well, I was thinking
what music you want to hear?
I was thinking since it's summertime.
Yes.
And everyone's watching baseball, playing baseball. Do you know your softball tribute?
Yeah, I can try to get through it better than I did the other one. Church League softball. Let's pull the key up.
Great idea.
There we go. Church League softball fist fight. Getting washed in the blood on a Tuesday night. What would Jesus do? Lord, he wouldn't do that. Knock hell out of a preacher with the softball bat. Well, the swinging shepherds from the sheep of the Savior were tied with the Sourwood Church of Christ, an example of some highly unholy behavior in a game that had already been protested twice. Something unbiblical must have been said for them to be aiming heat at a minister's head. Clocking the clergy ain't the thing to do, but neither's the high hard one on a 0-2. Church League softball fist fight, a bloody laying on of hands neath the left field lights, knocking out 4 teeth, getting a busted lip, ain't exactly my idea of Christian fellowship. Church League softball fist fight, rolling around the pitcher's mound, it just don't look right for nice people from the church and the Sunday school class to trade the cup of brotherhood for a can of whoop ass.
Yeah. Thank you. Tim Wilson. Hey, you dog owners, listen up. This is something for your big sweetie. Chew Works.
Has your dog ever scarfed down one of those chew sticks without really chewing?
Chew Works has a hold to chew, which will prevent choking and GI blockage.
When dogs can't properly hold the chew stick between their paws anymore, they tend to just swallow it.
Available in 3 sizes, mini, junior, and large. Extra large coming soon.
Their whole purpose is to provide a safer and healthier way for your dogs to chew.
Chewworks.com.
Daddy worked to feed us kids. Nobody worked harder than Daddy did in an old chicken house that was dusty and scalding hot. And then the steak came along and busted Daddy on 600 pounds of pot. And Mama cooked in the kitchen. Lord, I can still smell the chicken. She was active in her church and kept our torn breeches stitched. And then the steak came along, and it turns out Mama was a satanic voodoo witch. Crazy people raising babies around Rottweilers with rabies. Sometimes folks you thought were wholesome wind up doing time in Folsom. Was Sister really teaching scripture at the Sunday school? They're swapping naked pictures with a heroin mule. Was she cutting up collards and boiling corn? Or making $1 million in computer porn? Daddy worked, still selling grass. Mama jerked a knot in Sister's ass. We all did the best we could, which wasn't very good. And it kind of fades out.
Does it fade out?
Bob and Tom 24/7. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Right now we've got Bert Chalice as our guest. Did you drive here from?
Yeah, I drove over and no longer driving my Yugo. You know, I had
got rid of it?
Yeah, I got a Yugo for a while because I bought a Yugo because I had the coupon. You know,
sure.
And it's not much of a car. You turn up the radio, the car stalls. You know, no rear view mirror because nothing will be behind you. Believe me. You can actually tick off the Amish people. You know, they go by and bullwhip you. You know.
Sorry, they don't have horns.
I got places to go. I don't know if you know this or not. If you ever get behind the Amish, those horse-drawn carriages, they usually have that orange triangle sign on the back. I found out if you fire a softball and hit that sign, you dunk the driver. You just lose him. It's a great little highway thing to do.
That's a nice little trick.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Tom Simmons is our guest. I understand you've been to Afghanistan, I assume, on one of the USO type tours.
The Comics on Duty.
Okay, good for you.
Afghanistan is desolate, man. Everything is dirt. Every building, every structure is like dirt. We don't need satellite guided bombs. We just should drop water balloons.
That'll muddy you.
Wow. Turn that place into mud and farmland, and it'll be great.
Have you run this strategic idea by the people at the Pentagon?
Yeah, it'd save us a lot of money.
This is positively
launching
brilliant.
a massive hydro attack. That's what we're going to do. And,
all of these fire bombs are merely drawing it out.
You can't think about the big picture. It's just hard, don't you think, to be human right now? I mean, we got stresses and pressures. I've got suicide bombers and gingivitis. Something's going to
Something's going to get me.
It is. I mean, I do the best I can. I floss twice a day and spy on my neighbor because that's what they said. That's what they said.
To do that.
Keep your eyes open. Let us know if you see something fishy.
That's
what
right.
they said. And I don't know. You think that's going to work? There was a lady in Florida that gave birth and didn't know she was pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want that lady watching your back? Really?
You want that lady voting?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure she's a nice lady, but something tells me things get by her. That's all I'm saying. I mean, how do you?
Yeah.
I
thought I had indigestion.
A little backfire from a burrito the other day.
Yeah.
It's a baby.
Yeah.
Here, can I help you through the X-ray machine, Mr. Otta?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess not.
Yes.
Bob and Tom.
Also a part of.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold.
Yo.
There's Josh Arnold. Oh. Josh just winked at me and did the finger gun.
Did you like it?
I don't know what to do.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I'm conflicted. There's Ace Cosby. Ace did the double finger gun.
And he's got a heck of a wink. Tom, look at Ace's wink.
Go ahead.
Let me see that again.
Yeah.
Every part of your face
That's
moved.
disturbing.
That should be your headshot. That's funny.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
One of our more sophisticated listeners has written me the following.
What do you
Okay.
All right.
Dear Tom,
Yes.
what happened to the Chick McGee fart of the day?
Oh. What are you talking about?
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Chick McGee, here he is with his fart of the day.
That sounds like a
dry but long.
That sounds like a dragster.
Yeah.
Here, let's try it again. One more. Let's try it again.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice?
Yeah.
Chick McGee, here he is with his fart of the day.
Ooh. Really cut it off there.
That was Chick McGee's fart of the day.
That kind of hurt right there at the end.
Thank you.
Sounded like it.
Thank you, Mr. Ruiz, for taking the time and trouble
A true sophisticate.
to write me that letter.
I really appreciate it.
And I also appreciate T.S. Eliot. Thank you.
Oh, sure.
He's
Yeah.
a
Who
big
doesn't?
fan, of course. In the room, the women come and go.
Shut up.
Talking of chick's ass as it blows.
Oppenheimer was a big fan of T.S. Eliot.
Yeah.
Would often
It makes an
read the
appearance
list.
in the movie.
It's the lamest appearance.
Oh, it really does?
It's just-
Is T.S. Eliot in it? Because he
Just a
worked
book
with
on a-
No.
in the same institute as Oppenheimer
I
for a
could
while.
hear Willie watching it somewhere, and when the book came on screen, him going, "Boo!"
No, it was just this kind of big. It was like the movie was very proud of itself. I think.
In the theater, Willie comes and goes to the bathroom because I'm not watching this part.
Yep.
No, I loved it. The whole movie was great. There's another moment at the end of the movie involving John Kennedy, and it's kind of that same thing where they're very proud of themselves and the research they did. But yeah, I loved it.
The Robert Downey Jr. character is fascinating. It really makes
Going
sense.
Sunday. I can't
And
wait.
It's real interesting. Yeah.
Cool.
Have you seen it yet?
No, I will, though.
Okay.
It's been hard to get tickets.
When it shows the T.S. Eliot thing and when it does the thing that I mentioned, that you are going to roll your eyes and have a little audible chuckle.
Yeah, I'll smile for sure.
It gets you.
Yeah. Did you know that the stage play Cats
Come on.
T.S. Eliot.
Yes, it was based on
some work by T.S. Eliot. I hear they're going to take some more of his work. They're going to turn The Wasteland into a nice musical comedy. April is the cruelest month because nothing's on sale.
He's on down the road,
we have Christy Lee at the news desk. I'm so sorry, Christy. What's happening over there?
A sugar shortage is threatening candy production ahead of Halloween and the holiday season.
Hey, Josh, it's threatening candy production.
Candy.
Wait, what about the candy?
According to the Wall Street Journal, candy producers are saying the root of the shortage lies with U.S. agriculture policy requiring that at least 85% of U.S. sugar purchases come from domestic processors, leading to tight supply and higher prices.
Now, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is the Halloween stuff out already?
Oh, yeah.
Some stores. I haven't seen candy, but I've seen...
the decorations are out in force.
You
In
go to
fact,
your at-homes. You go to your...
There was a big story a couple days ago about...
The 12-foot skeleton that always sells out at Home Depot is out,
It's
and
back
you got to
and
get it while you can.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
Big
12
deal.
feet tall.
12 feet.
That's cool. I love that stuff. It just seems like the stuff goes on sale earlier and earlier.
Well, I'm glad because...
I saw the Christmas tree-shaped Reese's Pieces the other day.
Is that right?
Is it Reese's Pieces?
It's Reese's Cups would be the shape in the Christmas
and
tree.
They
I have
do
no idea. I just
Reese's Cups
threw
in
that
the
out
shape
there.
of a tree.
Is it? You always get mad about it. Is it Reese? Is it Reese?
It's Reese's. It's not Reese's.
Oh, it's Reese
or
Cup.
Reese.
Reese Cup.
Reese's
Like
Pieces.
these hillbillies will have you think.
Reese's Pieces?
They had some great,
I love
great
Reese's.
Halloween stuff at Home Goods, just a heads up.
Yeah, they do.
Because Sophie's birthday's tomorrow, by the way. She'll be 21, believe it or not. And I got her some really
I'll
good
tip her extra on OnlyFans.
Thanks.
You're old.
I know.
Josh, do you go to Home Goods alone?
Yes.
I love Home Goods.
I do.
What is Home Goods?
Home Goods is like it's goods for your home.
I go to At Home. I go to Home Goods.
Yes.
I go to
you get little trinkets.
Michael's.
They have all kinds of
I
stuff.
go to Hobby Lobby. I do
World
get-
Market. That's right.
World Market's good.
I love World
Little
Market.
baskets and
I love stores like that.
World Market has stuff from all over the world.
Yeah. They have great
Do you
food
have
there.
in your home, Josh? Do you have potpourri and bowls?
No.
Do any feminine touches at all?
I don't think anybody has potpourri and bowls anymore.
I
That's
do.
kind
I have bowls of scented tampons lying around my house.
Wait a minute, Ace, you have potpourri laying around your house?
In my bedroom, bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Now it's the same potpourri. It's been there like 20 years.
Yeah, well, it doesn't smell anymore. I got
Remember,
news for you.
He has the romantic novel on the nightstand.
That's right.
I got a new one. I got to get a new one.
It's all for show to get these women in bed. He doesn't believe in any of it.
Do you have
I admire that.
Do you have like one of those gizmos that project stars on the ceiling? You have
I did
like
always want
black
one
light
of those.
posters.
You got a mirror?
A mirror on your ceiling?
While you're laying there in bed, you can put an.
You know what?
That is the Big Dipper.
In my last place, I did have stars on the ceiling. They were fixed up there, and they would glow in the dark.
Glow in the dark.
Wow.
My daughter has those.
Did
up
they
in her
look
room.
cool while you laid in your race car bed?
Spider-Man sheets.
Yes. I read Goblet of Fire to the light of the stars on the ceiling.
You should come over and lay in my bed with me. It's fun.
I do have Raider pillowcases.
Raiders? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Las Vegas, not Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah, I had Pokemon sheets till I was like 13. I remember I started like hanging out with girls and inviting them back to my bed and being like, I got to get regular sheets, man.
You were inviting girls to your bedroom
At 13?
I had a lot of fun.
Where was
dude.
your father?
I was in the other wing.
Wow.
I peeked.
You've been in my house. My old house was it was a sprawling ranch. It was a really long, weird house.
Mm-hmm.
So you could Willie's
It's only
room.
weird because you were there.
Willie's room was way on the other side. So I didn't wake up till the cops got there.
It was cool. The best parties we'd have would be in the summer, and we'd be going to bed right when he woke up for work. It was awesome.
Yeah, I'd walk into my kitchen. There'd be three strangers, and as I'm making my kale shake, hi, would you like part of my kale shake?
We weren't strangers. It was me, Grant, and Jack. We were having a lot of fun.
Oh, man. Even I know Jack.
They never wanted to sample my kale shakes.
I wonder why.
That's because they taste like dirt.
Yep.
I'm
You
sorry.
mean Jack Mahogoff, right?
Is that him? Yeah.
Yeah. Great guy.
Of the Mahaga family.
Experts are warning against a new social media trend: drinking and soaking in borax.
No, do it, please. If you're that stupid, we deserve to thin.
Survival of the fittest.
According to Ars Technica, enthusiasts are touting the unproven health benefits of the cleaning product.
Pet borax, not borax.
NBC News reports
Sexy time.
some TikTokers claim it reduces inflammation, detoxifies the body, and is a source of boron. However,
Yeah, who doesn't want more boron in their diet?
Sometimes you're low. You don't know.
borax, sodium tetraborate decathedrate, is toxic. Short-term use can lead to irritation, nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. Poison centers noting that it can turn your stool and vomit a blue-green color.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, it's cool.
The National Capital Poison Center also
All right.
detailed one case of a man needing emergency care after soaking in borax that caused severe skin irritation, swelling, and dryness.
Now, is this
Do
the
not do
20
this.
Mule Team Borax
Yeah.
or whatever that is? Right? Remember that?
Was that laundry detergent?
Yeah. With Ronald Reagan
Sure.
as the
What was that? What show was that? Wagon Train or something?
And Dale Robertson. Dale Robertson was the host there for a while. Yeah.
So this is even dumber than the Tide Pods thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You think so?
Well, I don't know, because I think more...
People are soaking in borax?
Yeah.
Ugh, I'm soaking in it.
Yeah. That was
Borax,
Madge.
take me away.
That was
Mommy.
Madge.
Mommy.
That was palm olive.
Right.
Madge was soaking in it?
Yes.
Well,
soaking
so
in it.
if you're a TikToker, don't...
How's that beaver?
Another TikTok story. They're rediscovering apparently perpetual stew, according to TikTok.
I'm perpetual stew.
According to the New York Times, 23-year-old Annie Rauwerda teamed up with David Shane and Hygiene U to cook up vegan stew.
How did you do, Hygiene U?
That they've been
Is that Sue, Hygiene U?
Hygiene U, that's her name.
Hygiene me.
They have been maintaining this for over a month. The trio initially shared their soup with close friends who brought vegan ingredients to replenish the pot.
Sick.
After the story went viral on social media, folks started flocking to Brooklyn to get a sampling of the perpetual stew.
Sure they did.
On a recent...
How bored are you? Well, why don't we hop in the subway and go to Brooklyn with these carrots and throw them in with Hygiene U.
Yeah,
Really part of the stew.
Makes the song "No Sleep Till Brooklyn" much more lame.
Great
on a
idea.
recent Stews Day at a public park,
Oh, Stews Day.
the line snaked
Two
around
for
the block.
Stews Day.
With Rowita saying she could only give out shot glass-sized portions to the throngs of people seeking the 33-day-old stew. According to a food safety specialist at Pennsylvania State University.
He just said stop.
Such stews, Josh, can be made safely if they're maintained on high heat above the temperature danger zone. But if not, pathogens will begin to thrive.
Isn't this danger zone? Didn't they used to call it constant stew?
Yes.
And didn't this take out a lot of people?
It did. It took out its
there
fair
was
share.
Meat in it.
But it had meat in it,
Yeah.
and they didn't cook it high enough.
What
to
about
keep it.
stone soup? Didn't that start out with rocks, and then everybody put different ingredients, carrots?
I don't know. That's a different topic.
Soup?
That may have happened.
Peeled some onions. It was safe. No, it didn't.
So this is like medieval times, but with more diarrhea. I mean, seriously, how bored do you have to be to really want to go try this?
Pretty bored.
Yeah, I don't.
Stews Day. Who does a Stews Day?
You have to, but I do love the fact that if your name is Stu, you know, there's some guy that whips it out and goes, "Hey, it's Stew for Stews Day. Get back down, baby.
Get back.
Stew for Stews Day."
Face down, ass up. Let's go.
Stew.
That's
Now, it's time now to talk about real food and good food and fresh food. That's where HelloFresh comes in. And, of course, it's the summertime. You don't want to spend all your time at the grocery store. HelloFresh, they take that chore out of the mix here. They do the shopping. They do the measuring. All you do is put it together. You're putting together great food like crunchy curried chickpea bowls or creamy dill chicken cutlets with green beans and potatoes. Over 40 recipes to choose from every week, from vegan to good old-fashioned comfort food. You get what suits you. Like what, Willie? You've been working on some stuff from
Y'all
HelloFresh?
check out the Southwest beef cavatappi with poblano and smoky red pepper crema. HelloFresh sends you 11 ingredients. You put those together in 6 easy steps. In just over a half hour, you're enjoying this delicious, hearty, colorful pasta dish that you made at home with help from HelloFresh.
A bunch of this stuff is done in 15 minutes or less. Great fun for the kids. Everything is pre-measured, so you're not going to be able to screw it up. They've even got pictures, so if you don't know a persimmon from a pineapple from a potato, you're going to learn. It's a lot of fun, and it's a great value. And here's the best offer ever from HelloFresh. 50% off plus free shipping. Got to have that code, though. It's BTShow50. HelloFresh.com/BTShow50 for some great food from HelloFresh. Don't waste a lot of your time at the grocery store. Let them do the work. BTShow50 is the code. HelloFresh.com/BTShow50. Coming up, it'll be Mr. Jeff Oskay and things we failed to mention. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Rolling through a Friday morning. Hey, you got the Bob and Tom Show app on your phone? Well, you probably do. Perhaps you're listening to my...
I'm Donnie Baker, and I'm going to be a pro baseball player. I swear to God I am. A lot of people think you get in your mid-30s and your career's over, but like I always say, until they stop scouting, I ain't going to stop playing. The fact remains, I'm probably the best player I know of. My Little League coach held me back because his son had a decent curveball. There's a certain range I've got, but I basically put my hopes in this. I had a full-ride scholarship to play ball at the University of Phoenix, but I had Tommy John surgery on both knees, so I don't... Can we stop now? I'm also a pitcher. I can pitch. I've got what they call a rubber arm. I can throw right-handed for days. I can throw left-handed for days. A lot of people, you know, I'm basically amphibious. So I've told coaches before, put me on the mound. The secret to pitching for me is I like to check the runner when there's nobody on base. Throws a hitter off. I swear to God it does. This is third base. I've been there before, but usually it was after proms, man. But I probably know more about the scoring position than anybody I know of. Basically, my knowledge of the game, I've been taught in different ways, but I've also invented things. I like to get my lead at third base backwards. That way the pitcher thinks there's nobody even here. It's a lot easier to steal home, and with my martial arts expertise, I've been trained at Discount Karate to scissor kick the catcher, and I could even break his karate artery if I had to. So there's no chance of a Pete Rose situation at home. I win it every time, especially if I got my Wolf shirt on.
Back to go on a tuna fishing trip Monday off Cape Cod. To add to the thrill, seconds after the three whales breached, a juvenile whale did the same thing. He called the whale ballet a once-in-a-lifetime experience. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, hi, this is Tom. Coming up next week in the Bob and Tom Show, comedians Tim Cavanaugh, Al Jackson, Allie Breen with Sexy Time, Mark Normand, Greg Warren, Reno Collier, and a special visit from the Electric Amish.
Well, won't you give me 3 pigs? Give me 3 pigs, mister. Give me 3 pigs and
That's next week on the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Oh, yeah.
You know us. We're Amish Bell. No poles, no wires, no phones, no nonsense, no shiny objects. Amish Bell. And now, new from Amish Bell, the Amish answering machine.
Hello, Graber. Are you there?
Hello, this is Graber. I cannot come to the door right now. I'm picking out my wardrobe for tomorrow. Please leave a message when I yell the word beep. Beep!
Graber, this is Carl. Listen, I have front row seats to a barn raising. Please get back to me. Goodbye.
The Amish Bell answering machine. Batteries, tape, electricity not included.
Graber, listen, I know you're in there. Pick up.
I said beep.
All right. Get back to me. Goodbye.
Amish Bell, leading you into the 19th century.
I said beep.
Bob and Tom. Well-meaning, but
Yeah, they're all messed up.
more than slightly confused.
With us in the studio, comedian Chaz Elsner. Chaz is an actor and a comedian, but a long time ago, he was a clown in the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus.
Yes.
And you indeed are a graduate of the famous Clown College.
Which is now defunct.
Which is gone.
Yeah.
But very tough to get into.
Yeah.
Very tough.
Especially now.
Thanks, Chick.
Good observation.
Thank you very much.
Had a couple questions about Clown College. It's interesting to me.
Yeah.
Well, what are some of the courses? I mean,
What was
they
your
have
mascot?
Balloon blowing, or
You had balloon blowing.
Wait,
You
hang on a
had.
second. Wait, Bob has did you have a mascot?
No, we didn't. But that would have been funny, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I wish
What
I
would
was a
be a
little more
clown?
Big
prepared.
banana. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Probably maybe have something really straight, like the mascot's a guy in a suit.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
You have to provide your own explosions.
Yes, I was making $130 a week. Out of that came taxes, my union dues, and
There's a clown
There's
union?
a clown union?
no, it's called AGVA. Is the union.
Can you imagine if they were on strike, though?
Clown union?
Funny.
The picket lines. And,
Yeah.
Be noisy.
And
what
then-
do we want? When do we want it?
let's talk to our guest, Tom Foss. Now, do you have any animals?
I got 2 horses, about 15 chickens, dogs, cats.
So you are in the country, huh?
Yeah, gravel road, one-way gravel road.
Really?
Do you eat the chickens?
No, the eggs. My wife said she'd never kill one of the chickens.
Really?
But she doesn't have any problem scrambling up the kids.
That's sweet.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 20.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Yo.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold playing the air bass. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold with our very special guest.
That's correct. Before we get to our guest.
Oh, okay, yeah, because this is a feature that we have scheduled. So, yeah, jump in there with both feet. Interrupted. Good job.
Couple things I wanted to mention.
Go ahead. Here we go.
Our guest may be appearing with Pat Godwin Saturday evening.
Illinois.
Mason City, Iowa. See, now you're doing it. Iowa at the Mason City Arena. Pat Godwin and Jeff Oskay will be there.
Oh, Reno's going to be there? Cool.
No, Reno.
Oh, you guys.
That's Saturday. Sorry to. While I'm at it, other plugs. The Electric Amish will be at Mitchell Sports Bar and Grill in Fort Wayne next Friday.
Cool.
Fun.
The return of the Electric Amish.
Is that your first gig of the summer? Yeah. Oh, boy.
Their first gig. I don't know who you're talking
very
to.
Excited.
Who's referring to?
Now it is now time for a special feature. We have Mr. Jeff Oskay in the studio with us. Jeff, do you have your intro?
I think it's on someone's bar. If you guys want to hit it, that would be great.
And now it's hamburger.
That's not it.
You nailed it.
News. Boo, boo, boo.
As you guys know, we give you a lot of the news each week, but we don't give you all the news, Willie. So I'm here to give you the news that we failed to mention. Ooh, a couple got married at White Castle. What you failed to mention.
I like the music.
I love the music.
I think that.
Sorry, we were having too much fun.
Yeah, I know.
A couple got, which, by the way, I don't have my sound effects bar, so if you could take that over if a sound effect is needed.
Absolutely.
Okay, a couple got married at White Castle. What you failed to mention, hey, it can only go up from here. No? Okay. A loose bowl ran into a steakhouse. What you failed to mention, I know I ordered my steak rare, but this is ridiculous.
He even adjusted his tie.
Dusty.
On a light note, LeBron's son suffered cardiac arrest during practice the other day and was rushed to the ER. Don't worry, Willie, he's okay. Well, you failed to mention, man, these kids today are soft. Back in my day, you have a heart attack during practice, the coach calls you a pussy and has you run a lap.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, whatever happened to the phrase walk it off?
Yeah.
Give me another lap. You pussy.
A Chinese restaurant has a 108 dumpling challenge. What you failed to mention, every fortune cookie reads, I see a nap in your future.
Oh, yes.
It's sleepy.
A man on vacation, chick got his hand almost bitten off while feeding a shark in the ocean. What you failed to mention, yeah, shark's gonna shark.
Yeah, they sure are.
See the teeth and the things.
A woman received stitches after punching a bear that was chasing her dog. What you failed to mention, she got stitches. The bear got a boo-boo.
That was really good.
A toddler was jailed by his police officer parents as a way to encourage progression with the child's potty training. Well, you failed to mention, what am I in for? Oh, my parents are a-holes. Oh, and whoever put Caillou on the TV is about to get their ass beat. And finally, unfortunately, we lost our good friend and worker this past week, Ronnie. My heart goes out to his kids and family. What I failed to mention, this sucks. So let's try to take something from this. We never know when the people in our lives, no matter how major or minor role they play, are going to exit. So it's not too late to call that friend that you fell by the wayside, make amends with a loved one. It's not too late to tell that coworker that they mean a lot to you and you appreciate their work. Just not the receptionist at your office. Leave her alone. She already knows you like her, Kevin. Hell, later today, call your battle axe of a wife. Tell her how much she means to you in the voice of Kenny Tarmac. Hey, babe, we just landed. Flew in from ORD, currently on the runway, taxiing to your CLT. I'm sure she'd love to hear it. Chick, you can even try being nice to Christy for 2 days in a row. Tom, you could try. Never mind, you're perfect.
There it is.
Because you never know. You just never know. Don't look back and think, I hope they knew. Make sure they knew. Even the fellas, it's okay to tell another man you appreciate them for being in your life, as long as it's immediately followed by a hard sack tap and a visit to the nudie bar. I hope he knew. I hope Ron knew how much joy he brought to so many. So let's all take a knee today in honor of Coach Ralph and Ron Sexton. Such a funny man, I swear to God.
Oh, thank you very much.
Here's Jeff Oskay with what you failed to mention most.
Oh, thank you very much.
Very nice.
On that note, by the way, in honor of Ron, if you would like to maybe do a little something, you can make a donation to one of his favorite charities. It's an organization that flies veterans to see the actual memorials in Washington, D.C. for World War II, Korea, and Vietnam, right there in the plaza there by the Washington Monument. They're called honor flights. And at no cost to the veterans, they are transported to Washington, D.C. and escorted to the monuments. It's a great program, and it was one of Ron's favorites. In fact, he took his dad, a Vietnam veteran, to Washington, D.C. on one of these flights. You can go to any of the Bob and Tom social media platforms. We have a link, or just go to honorflight.org, honorflight.org/donate. And you can make a donation to help some of these great people get to Washington, D.C. to see a special monuments in tribute to those folks and their fallen colleagues. So once again, honorflight.org, or just go to bobandtom.com, and we've got the link set up right there. Now, on a much lighter note, we go this way, and we see Christy Lee is sitting over there after pretty much having the week off.
Yep.
Let's face it. We
I had a great week. Thank you.
But we promised we'd get to the story.
Which one?
The UFO guy.
Yes, sir.
A former Air Force intelligence officer testified to Congress that the United States is concealing a multi-decade program that captured UFOs. Retire Major David Grush said he was asked in 2019 by the head of a government task force on UAPs, as they call them now, unidentified aerial phenomena.
They got to stop that.
To identify all highly classified programs relating to the task force mission. During his testimony before a House Oversight Subcommittee, he said, and I quote, "I was informed in the course of my official duties of a multi-decade UAP crash retrieval and reverse engineering program to which I said any programs regarding the possession or reverse engineering of extraterrestrial materials have existed in the past or exist currently."
So he didn't see anything. He just heard it from a guy who heard it from a guy.
The statement did not address UFOs.
I heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend.
You want to believe, don't you, Josh?
That are not suspected of being extraterrestrial
He didn't mention
objects.
anal probes once, so I don't believe him.
He's testifying in front of a United States Senate subcommittee.
So you're telling me all these years since 1930, nobody who's been doing an autopsy on an alien squealed?
Well, first off, top men who would work on such projects would keep their mouths shut.
Yes.
They know.
Like
and
Daniel.
those who tried, this guy's risking his life.
Yeah.
His life is in danger now.
Okay. I doubt it.
Why do you want to be the man? Why can't you just have fun with this? Why do you want to be...
Why are you a denier?
Okay, fine.
The universe is so massive. There's no way we're the only people on it.
Chick, what'd they say?
In it.
If aliens could get here, what would happen?
It'd be really, really bad.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
But so far, we've fought them off, I guess.
I could be one.
I saw Mars attack. I know what happens.
If you were
They
an
come
alien...
out nicely.
Dad, if you were an alien, I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Me either.
I'd be a little surprised it took us this long to figure you out.
Not only would we not be surprised, we'd be relieved.
Yeah.
Answers. Yes.
That's how he's. That's why he's so weird.
Now, but I wouldn't be into the anal probing thing. That's you always hear about.
Are you kidding me?
I kind of feel like you would insist on it.
Every other word is anal probing with you.
Okay.
Well, it's really fascinating. Thank you.
Another thing that's
It's just one guy talking
For now.
that heard.
One hero who will open the floodgates.
Okay, sure. I don't believe you.
new research out there reveals eels could not possibly account for all the Nessie sightings on Loch Ness.
Well, certainly not.
Scientist Flo Foxon used catch data from Loch Ness.
That's a risky name.
Fine, look a photo you got there, Flo.
I use that for my allergies, flowfloxacin.
Yeah. and other freshwater bodies in Europe to predict the likelihood of observing eels as large as previous estimates of the monster's size.
Right.
She found the chances of encountering a 3-foot-long eel in Loch Ness approximately 1 in 50,000. The probability of finding much larger eels
You think that's what an eel sounds like?
is virtually zero.
Sure. What do you think it sounds like?
I feel like it's more kind of soupy, like a.
This debunks the theory that giant eels account for sightings of large creatures in the water.
That's right.
Eels could be alien.
No.
Eels could be aliens.
They look like weird little eels. How do they get around? How do they get around?
Slithering
They slither.
Yeah, but they slither. There's like surface area within the water. There's something they can latch on to.
Absolutely.
The water itself. Yeah. It's,
I don't get it. Doesn't make sense
They're
to me.
cool.
I don't get it.
They're creepy.
I love them. They're so cool.
their backs are kind of one giant fin.
Yeah.
What about the electric ones? They have electricity in them?
Isn't that something?
That's crazy.
Well, that's an alien for sure.
They work they work at the power company.
Yeah.
Keep the lights on.
Researchers have also uncovered some new facts about a creature known as the furry puss caterpillar.
Tell me more.
Writing for The Conversation, Dr. Andrew Walker at the University of Queensland explained that the furry puss caterpillars defend themselves with an excruciatingly painful venom that some describe as similar to touching burning coals or being hit with a baseball bat.
My gosh.
They're nicknamed puss caterpillars because of their long, soft hairs dubbed toxic toupees.
Toxic toupees. I saw them open for Flaming Lips one time. They were pretty good.
And I'm sorry, what is the nickname? The fuzzy puss?
The fuzzy puss caterpillar.
Or the furry puss.
Furry puss.
Furry puss.
Okay. So the essence of this story is don't you go grabbing a furry puss. It's on
caterpillar.
Well, that should be a rule anyway.
Yeah.
How big are these guys?
Grab them by the furry puss.
Doesn't say.
You'd be surprised, Tom, if being celebrities like they almost want us to do that. It's amazing.
Okay, there's a picture of one of these
So I
things.
just reach out and grab them by the furry puss. That's what I do.
It looks fake.
It does? Let me see this.
This thing looks like a fake animal.
Let me look
Looks
it
like
up.
something somebody made.
It does look
It's like a porcupine. It's got this weird nose.
Are they in Australia? Is that where this is? It said
Probably. That's where all the monsters are.
Queensland, yes.
The craziest
furry puss
animals.
down under.
It says there are several groups of venomous animals, including assassin bugs and robber flies.
Assassin bugs.
Robber flies.
That sounds
Just like a cricket with a cigarette looking through a scope.
How long you been here? 6 days. I got a backstory.
He's got to come out sometime.
Yeah, Oswald was a fuzzy puss as he pulls the trigger.
Are they caterpillars? Does that mean these turn into fuzzy puss butterflies?
Oh, my goodness. They do look furry.
Yeah, they're that crazy furry.
Doesn't it look like something from the Muppet Show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like one of those weird mushrooms that you see. You know in those
It's always
documentaries?
drugs with you.
No. You know, like those weirdo. They go hunting in the woods that are damp.
You know, with those things look like
They
joints.
look so soft, like you want to pet them.
What the hell?
Yeah, but you don't, apparently.
That's
No,
the whole
they-
thing.
they're
That's
venomous,
the whole
of
thing.
course.
It's the toxic toupee.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. We have time for one more story, Christy. What have we missed?
Travelers at Philadelphia International Airport were treated to a rare spectacle when a raccoon jumped on the belted baggage claim.
Ta-da!
Hilarious.
A passenger recorded video Wednesday evening when the raccoon emerged from the chute alongside suitcases from a recently arrived flight.
Whee!
Yay!
I can't decide which is funnier. Him going really slowly against the grain, and it looks like a little treadmill, like he's trying to exercise, or he's going with the grain, and he looks like he's in Mario Kart, and he got one of those little speedy. Whee!
I think he's sitting there like a purse.
Yeah, because he
Paging Mr. Davy Crockett. Your luggage has arrived.
He doesn't want to be noticed. He's
A guy walks up because he thinks it's his raccoon, checks the bag.
Right.
It's a different raccoon.
All raccoons look alike. Make sure that your raccoon is.
Have the sign up. Some raccoons look similar. So
Have you ever taken the wrong bag?
Nope.
I've never have.
I bet you have.
I sure have.
He made me laugh so hard. We were in the Bahamas, and there's this rudimentary sign on the side of a piece of the luggage that says some bags look alike, and it's just scrawled on there. And he goes, I'm going to go up there and grab that bag and walk out.
That's very funny.
That is so funny.
Quiz time. Christy Lee and the Stripes.
True.
What is your sleep number setting?
45.
Explain why.
Because I like my mattress to be a little bit softer.
Okay, now Chick McGee, conversely, your setting would be what?
I like my mattress firm, the firmest of all firm, Tom. I like the number 100, and my mattress stays firm.
Now, what this is called is simply adjustable firmness, and you can change it. That's the key. You can change it to whatever you like. Not when you're in the store. No, you do it at home. Once you're there, and then you say, wait a minute, I want it a little firmer tonight. Bzzzt, there you go. Sleep Number has perfected this technology and a bunch of other stuff. They've got beds that do all kinds of things to help you get more sleep because you know you need it. And if you don't have more time to sleep, how about just getting better sleep while you're sleeping? Okay, you want to be the right temperature. You want to have everything going great for you, and that's where the Sleep Number bed comes in. And by the way, they've got something special right now at your favorite Sleep Number store. You can save $500 on the next generation Sleep Number smart bed. And by the way, special financing for a limited time is available. See the store for the details on that special financing. Go to your Sleep Number store. How do you find it? sleepnumber.com/BT show. I love my Sleep Number bed. They've got beds that the heads rise. They've got beds that do all kinds of stuff. So get the bed that's right for you. sleepnumber.com/BT show. The rest of Today in History coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning.
Cool. All right, we're ready for No Lights.
No lights and action. First time in cinematic history.
Cool. Let's do that one more time, and then I'll get some close-ups.
Ready?
Ready.
11 years of
Mr. Soprano, you're driving down the road and a song comes on. You turn it off immediately. What song was it?
Oh, shit. Give me a second on this one.
All right.
Something annoying. Well, I think there's got to be a song that just pisses, that's repetitive and annoying. Is it Baby Shark? But Baby Shark.
Hey, Mr. Soprano, a song comes on and you turn it off immediately.
Oh, the Baby Shark. I mean, it's over and over and over. It repeats itself. Creates road rage. Jesus.
A conspiracy theory that might be true.
I don't believe dinosaurs ever here. Look at the pterodactyl. I mean, if you could fly with leather wings, every hairband would have lost their lead singer during migration.
What?
It's an old joke I used to do.
No, so here's a question. Do you want to acknowledge the camera at all at any point in this video?
I don't think so.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
I looked at the camera. No, I don't want to acknowledge the camera. I'm ready. The rock wrestler.
Something in Atlanta. Yeah, rock. Got the rock of Gibraltar.
What is it again? That's right. Yeah, Gibraltar. That's right. Yeah, that's fine. That's good though. That's perfect.
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker. When I travel through Georgia, I make sure I go to my favorite part of the state, Savannah's. You think about it. The rocks from here, the Rock of Gibraltar's, and the Rock of Ages. And the fact remains, of all the landmarks here in Savannah, my favorite hits my ears, and I listen to it every day. The Rock of Savannah, and I just forgot the damn call letters. State law.
I-95.
I-95. Shit. Okay, I-95.
Hey, Mr. Soprano, can you do an impression of someone famous?
Oh yeah, the little prick from Fantasy Island. The plane. There it is.
That's good.
It's so obscure, but
that's perfect.
I had to do something that I could go up higher.
That's right, my wheelhouse.
Caliendo said something, when I rush my Tony or go high, it sounds Asian. And it does.
Hey, Donnie, if you wore a warning label, what would it say?
Donnie Baker, the bastard maker. I'll put a baby in you. My favorite part of the United States right here in the ocean cities. There's so much to see and do, and you may not have the salt life, because if you're like me, you're diabetic. I'll do it here.
Hey, Mr. Soprano, what's the worst job you ever had?
Probably bending your mom over. Jesus.
Hey. Sorry. Hey, Donnie, can you do an impression of someone famous?
Man, I used to do a bunch of them. I used to do Crocodile Hunter. I could do him. I could do a pretty good Fred Sanford's. I could do my cousin, but then our aunt called us.
There it is.
That was great. That was great, man.
Cool.
Hey, you dog owners, listen up. This is something for your big sweetie. Chew Works.
Has your dog ever scarfed down one of those chew sticks without really chewing?
Chew Works has a hold to chew, which will prevent choking and GI blockage.
When dogs can't properly hold the chew stick between their paws anymore, they tend to just swallow it.
Available in 3 sizes, mini, junior, and large. Extra large coming soon.
Their whole purpose is to provide a safer and healthier way for your dogs to chew.
Chewworks.com.
You learned your lesson? He says, yeah, I think so. So she goes back to the kitchen, and he's playing with his trains. And then she hears him say, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for riding with us today. Hope you had a pleasant trip. And the rest of you boarding the train, hope you have a nice stay with us today. And those of you pissed off about the 2-hour delay, talk to the bitch in the kitchen.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are 2 of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I worked the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
Horse racing, you said? You're from Kentucky. You love horse racing, love
Horse
the
racing
ponies.
is my passion. The only sport that I really love is horse racing. I've owned a couple horses. We're purchasing one now, in fact, a 2-year-old colt.
Cool.
I don't know if you all know this. All Kentuckians know this, and most people around the country know thoroughbreds are named traditionally after a combination of the mother's and father's name, the sire and dam line. For example,
I didn't know
Kentucky
that.
Derby winner Ali Sheba, out of his father, the great stallion Ali Dar, and its mother, the broodmare Belle Sheba. We're looking at one now out of a sire named Whiny Bull by a mare named Girl on Girl. We named it Rosie O'Donnell.
Christine Stedman. Now, you're a mom?
Well, a mom and a grandma. I think you know that.
I know.
I'm a grandpa.
This is how this
Are
works.
you?
Yep.
She's been married 27 years and still a virgin, Tom.
Yes.
28,
Well, you know,
28.
I have a lot of grandkids. My daughter keeps having babies. Has one almost every year.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, she called me the other day. She goes, Mom, guess what? I'm pregnant again. There must be something in the air. I'm like, yeah, you're late.
But seriously.
Hello?
Bang!
Hello? Zing! I'm getting her fixed.
Jeff Rothband is our guest. Jeff is a fine comedian.
I actually had to do that once.
What?
Be a pallbearer, and that,
Oh, my
that's
God.
heavy.
Yes,
That's a
it's
heavy
heavy.
job.
Yeah, I actually had to go to a funeral, and I was asked to be a pallbearer, and I always a pallbearer.
Never the corpse.
You don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Wrong.
Thank you.
No, I bet it's not.
It's
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom
I eat there every Sunday.
show. Oh, that's not good. I need a good brunch place. You got like a bunch of brunch places.
Yep.
Don't you? That's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
We're talking brunch. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey. It is, yeah.
There's Willie Griswold.
We don't talk brunch enough. We should talk brunch more.
No, I'm not speaking to you.
Who doesn't love a good brunch?
There's Josh Arnold. Willie said my buttons are too big on this.
That shirt is 80% buttons, dude. There's so many buttons.
Looks like pajamas.
I got those buttons off an elevator.
What are you going to be at, like a bellman at a Chicago hotel?
I honestly was worried about this when I put it on this morning. I thought to myself, those buttons are too big. It looks like a pajama top. I thought not both.
Paddington Bear said those buttons are too big.
Red buttons said those buttons are too big.
And now here I am. There's Ace Cosby. Hi. I'm Chick. Hi. Here's
Chick
Tom.
is going to go home, take that shirt off, and put it in the garbage.
I think it's a handsome shirt.
It's a very nice shirt. Is it a shirt or a shirt jack?
It's a shirt jack. It's very warm.
What the hell's a shirt jack?
A shirt jacket?
That's what you have under your bed.
No, very nicely. It's a jack shirt.
Yeah, you need to take that to a seamstress and have the buttons taken off. It's embarrassing.
Oh,
I can take it. My grandma's got a thing full of buttons. I can make her do it for you.
I would like to take these over to your grandma's.
She'd enjoy that.
She's just sitting around doing nothing.
She loves the chick.
She won't be sitting around doing nothing.
She won't be sitting for a week.
I've told you this. I want you to hook up with my grandma.
it's gonna happen.
It's my best case scenario.
Oh, yeah.
If I go over to visit grandma, Uncle Chick's over there trying to get fresh with her. You got a tie on the door so I know not to come in.
She's doing this a lot when I'm talking. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm getting a little sick in my stomach over here. It's time now to finish Today in History.
Oh,
Today
yeah.
in History.
Time now for Today in History.
The controversial Louis Lassen allegedly created the hamburger on this date in 1900.
Mm-hmm.
Putting his meat between the buns, if you will. Let's see. I was spoiled.
Hamburger.
Thank you. 1932, the first, this is for you, Josh, the first feature-length zombie movie called...
What year?
1932.
Well, some would argue the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, because it has somnambulists, which is where the word zombie is.
It's
is it White Zombie with
it is indeed.
Bela Lugosi?
White Zombie, that's correct.
But technically it would be the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari.
White Zombie. That's an unfortunate title.
White Zombie?
White Zombie.
Isn't that a drink?
Like Rob Zombie?
It's a White Russian.
Well, Rob Zombie was in White Zombie. That was his first band.
Is that right?
Thunder Kissing, 1965, yeah. Woo! And more human than a human, more human than a human.
He's on a roll. Let him go.
I've never heard that song.
Well, you should.
Oh.
1978, Animal House released.
Whoa. 78?
Grab a beer. Don't cost nothing.
Hey, you just quoted Animal House before you did the Animal House thing. Let him go. He's on a roll.
Right.
Yeah.
That was the whole idea there.
Well done there.
He didn't know.
Beatrix Potter, born in this date in 1866.
I've never read any of that stuff.
Nickname Trixie?
The Beatrix vibrator, the most famous.
Yeah.
A rabbit.
Make you go off like a popcorn.
Time now for one of my favorite impressions from Chick. Jackie Kennedy, or Bouvier, what is it? Jackie Bouvier Kennedy Onassis.
Yeah, that's right.
That's her.
Yeah.
What about her?
Rockefeller.
Wasn't her?
She wasn't a Rockefeller.
You know, my father was named Blackjack.
Is that right, Jack?
Born in 1929.
He loved playing cards.
Oh, I see the nickname now. Okay.
Now,
Mrs. Kennedy.
Happy 21st birthday to Sophie tomorrow. Since we won't be on the air, we have to say happy birthday
Who the hell's
to
Sophie?
her. What?
Who's Sophie?
My daughter, you tool.
Celebrate with lasagna. It's Jim Davis's birthday.
Here we go.
Ah, yes.
Nice big plate of lasagna.
Normal will probably ruin it.
Good thing it's not on a Monday. Right?
Yeah.
It's weird that Garfield hates Monday, but Garfield doesn't have to go to work.
I know.
That was always kind of a silly thing.
What's the name of the dog? Odie?
Odie.
Oh, okay.
John has to go to work, not Garfield. Happy birthday to... no, I don't want to wish that guy happy birthday. Hugo Chavez. No. Oh, here we go.
What's wrong with
1990. Soulja Boy.
You guys know Soulja Boy?
Sure, yeah.
Which military was he in? Which aspect of the...
First of all, thank you for your service, Soldier Boy.
Don't discredit one of the best swag surfers of our generation.
Swag surfer?
He taught us how to kiss people through the phone. Soulja Boy. He was up in this,
Superman.
Yeah, man.
You know what the Superman is? The first time somebody told me, I howled with laughter. You know what that move is?
Oh, is that?
No, what is that move?
Is that the sheet sticks to your back?
Yeah, her back, I guess.
Yeah, her back.
I'm sorry, Josh. Walk me through it again.
When one were to complete, let's say...
somehow there's liquid ends up on the lady's back.
Yeah,
right.
Then you throw a towel or a sheet on her back and it sticks like Superman's cape.
Like Superman's cape. That's the super
Really?
move.
How vulgar.
That's Soldier Boy for you. He told us
And
all
what's he
about
say when he flies? Yo!
Yo, Soldier Boy, tell him. I love that song. It's a legitimately great song.
Time to find out what we learned on today's show.
Pat Godwin and Jeff Oskay tomorrow night, Mason City, Iowa.
Thank you, Chick.
At the arena. Tom got his feet sunburned while on a boat. Now picture this. He was wearing beach pants and flip-flops, and he barely made it out alive. It was just horrible.
They just toasted half of each of one of my feet. Oh, it's awful.
Boy, that's
just
bad.
awful.
Jumping rope and skipping rope are the same thing.
Yeah, I was just kidding you guys.
Tom. There was a picture, and we don't know how it happened, but there was. Oh, it was the
I got a picture.
Anniversary of the Golden Retrievers being invented, right?
Yeah, the first breeding of a golden retriever. 500
of them from Scotland.
So if you're a dog fan, you got to see this picture. The dogs are
so
hilarious.
cute. It's amazing. Let's see. Grid-like fries, Tom says, or as you know them, waffle fries from Chick-fil-A. He finally agrees. They're pretty good.
Yeah,
We'll be back on Monday.
As a general rule, I really prefer traditional fries, but they were delightful. I must say. They were very, very nice. Thank you very much. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7. Get all the info in the VIP area at Bob and Tom.